Questions, jump in.
Hello?
Hello, is this Juan?
Yes, this is Juan.
Hey Juan, it's Sergeant McCain with the Mosley Police Department.
Hey, yes, I was trying to get a hold of you, somebody.
Okay. Hey, before we get going, just to let you know, you're on speakerphone, and Corporal Ramirez is here with me, and the conversation is being recorded with our body camera. Okay.
Okay, sounds good.
So, just so I know who I'm talking with, Juan, what's your middle initial?
It's I. It's
Okay.
for Ismael.
And how do you spell your last name?
It's a Gastelum.
Okay. And what's your date of birth?
03/31/1994.
Okay. And where are you currently living?
I'm living in Hermiston, Oregon.
And is that the address that you gave dispatch, the 107 Northwest 11th?
Yes.
Okay.
That's my sister's place, yes.
And is this your current phone number that I'm calling?
Yes, this is the account that Yanira and I share. It's off her phone plan.
Okay.
I just pay her for the phone plan, but
Okay.
yeah, she's the main owner of the account.
Okay. So you know the reason why I'm calling?
Of course, I just literally found out not that long ago.
Okay. So how did you find out about Yanira missing?
Well, the thing is, my mom called me because she said that my cousin has her on Facebook. Yanira has me blocked on pretty much everything, and so I didn't know that what was going on until my mom called me and she says, "Hey," she goes, "Call me real quick." I'm like, "All right." So I called her and she told me that what was going down, that Yanira's missing, and the way my mom said it, she said everybody's pinning on me. I was like, "What?" So I guess that's what my cousin told my mom. So then that's why I got up and went through her friend's account, Anna, the one that she was with last night.
Uh-huh.
And I got a hold of her and I told her, hey, and I don't think she knew who she was talking to at first, but then she ended up telling me that, hey, you need to call the cops. And I'm like, all right, so give me the number then. And I did, because at first I was trying to call you guys through a different number until she gave me the actual number. And then that's when I got a hold of whoever I got a hold of.
Okay, so how long ago did your mom tell you about what was going on?
I don't know. I want to say it's probably an hour and a half ago, I think. It's been a minute now.
Okay.
Yeah, probably like an hour and a half ago.
Does your mom live up here, or is she living down there by you somewhere? Or?
Oh, no. She lives in Denver.
Oh, okay, Denver.
Yeah, she's in Denver. She saw it on Facebook. Well, my cousin is the one that told her. So, my cousin Mercedes, or Sam.
Okay, does she live here locally, or is she elsewhere too?
My cousin Sam, she lives here locally too in Hermiston.
Okay. So your mom called you, and what did she tell you again? That?
Well, she said that pretty much that Yanira's missing, and that everybody was blaming me for it. So
okay.
That's how she told me.
Okay. And then how did Anna? What was the story with Anna talking to you? Did you call her, or did Anna call you?
No, I said sure because, because I was trying to figure out what the hell happened because what was going on, because I had no fucking clue this was going on. And then yesterday when I talked to Yanira, she had gotten in a fight with Anna, and so that's why I was trying to contact Anna. And all morning I've been trying to contact Yanira and calling her and stuff and messaging her. And I thought she had me blocked, so I was like, fine, then I'll just leave it alone eventually, And I was just trying to, see her for her birthday and stuff like that. But, she didn't want nothing to do with me anymore. So I just, I thought this morning she was just literally just had me blocked off everything. So I just let her,
Okay.
I was like, just trying to leave her alone, but. Like I told the officers here, yesterday I did go to Moses Lake, and she she was at Papa's or whatever, but she wasn't there when I saw her. She was behind Walmart, crying her ass off, like saying that Anna. She called me crying, saying that Anna left her if I can get her, because she supposedly that Anna had ditched her because they were arguing about who was going to drive the car, and Anna said supposedly that she was that they were all fucked up, and that she wasn't going to let Yanira drive. Yanira said that she was sober enough to drive, but she was drunk too. And then I don't know what happened between them, where Yanira said Anna ended up saying something about Yanira to like fuck off or something like that. So Yanira just went off on Anna, and then she said that Anna drove off and left her. And then now I'm finding out that Anna never left, but that's what Yanira told me, that because she was walking by by Ross, by Papa's, in Moses Lake.
Yeah.
And she was behind like getting close to Ross, but she was behind like where the PetSmart's at, where the Walmart parking lot's at, but like behind kind of like where PetSmart's at.
Now, when you say she, who's she? Is that Yanira or Anna?
Yeah, talking about Yanira.
Okay. So Yanira was. Were you walking with Yanira behind Ross then?
No. I saw her there. She told me that she told me that if I can get her. And I said yes, of course. So I went to go see her. And then she was just going off about, and she was crying, like, dude, she was freaking crying that she was fucking, she said that because Anna betrayed her, what kind of a fucking friend is that she left her, that she would never do that. She goes, and then she kept saying that she spent $80 on her birthday, that Yanira spent $80 on Anna's birthday when it was her birthday, but Anna only spent $40 on her birthday. She said, what kind of a fucking friend is that? She goes, I always go out of my way from people that I love and my friends and everything, and nobody gives a fuck about me, this and that. So I told her, let me take you home, let me drop you off. And so she was just going off the whole time, and then she was hugging me. She told me that she's glad that I came, that that she had been wanting to see me. And then I told her, I'm just fucking worried about you. I've been trying to contact you all night to try to see, so I can see you, so I can at least hang out with you and stuff like that. And Anna wouldn't let me. And Anna probably thought I was fighting with her when I was on the phone, when I kept trying to blow her up, because every time I'd call, Yanira would hang up on me.
Okay.
Like, they were making fun, mocking me, and I was just trying to like see her for her birthday.
So taking her back. Whereabouts were you in Yanira when you were talking to her?
Oh, we were on our way back to her house.
Well,
I was going to drop her off to her house.
No, I get that, but you said you met up with her over by Walmart. Where were you guys at?
Oh, she was by, I'm saying like, not like, she was behind the pet, is it Petco or PetSmart that's right there?
Petco's over there, yes.
Yeah, so Petco. So she told me that she was walking behind Ross. So I'm like, okay, so I'm driving over there. And then she told me like, we're kind of like where the Walmart parking lot's at, Petco and all that, behind Ross. Yeah. I said, okay. So I went into the parking lot, and I saw her. She was crying. She was wearing a gray sweater, gray sweats and all that.
About what time?
And that's when I saw her.
Okay, what time was this?
I don't even know. I wasn't paying attention to the time. I think it might have been around 12. Oh. Like almost when Papa was going to close, I think, around 12. Give or take. I'm not too sure about that.
Okay.
Because I was just focused. I was on the phone with her while she was crying, and she got in my car. So she was crying.
You know where the McDonald's is, correct?
Yes.
So reference McDonald's and Ross in that area. Whereabouts did you find Yanira?
I found her right behind where Petco's at, like on the side of, Petco.
Okay.
Like, literally right inside of Petco, like, because she kept telling me behind Ross, but I'm like, McDonald's? And she's like, no, like, we're, like, the parking lot, kind of like Walmart, Petco, and all that, and Ross and all that. And I'm like, okay, so when I saw her, I kind of knew already what she was talking about because she was by a dumpster. And then that's when I saw her. Like, it's literally right next to Petco.
Okay.
But she was drunk, so I think that's why she didn't understand.
Kind So, you picked her up there and drove her somewhere?
Yes, I drove her back to her house.
Okay. What kind of car do you have?
I have a Ford Fusion, gray Ford Fusion, 2017.
A gray one?
Yes.
And what year is it?
2017.
Okay. And you drove her back to her place?
Yes, I drove her back to her place.
Where is that at?
Literally, I don't know her address, but it's literally right by Pioneer Meadows, the apartment complex where her and I used to live. she wanted to go get her car, but I didn't want her because she wanted to get her car and drive it back to Papa's, and she wanted to fight with Anna. But I kept telling her, didn't Anna leave to her house?
Okay.
And she goes, yeah, but I want to see if she's there. So she was trying to go back. I wasn't letting her try to get back in her car because she had her keys with her, and she kept saying something that she had dropped her debit card or something like that. And I told her, okay, then we'll find it right now. And that's why I think she wanted to go back to Papa's also. I'm not sure if that was the reason why, but she did say she wanted to go back and find Anna because she said, what kind of a fucking friend was that? And I told her, you're not driving anywhere with me, I can take you. And she goes, no, I'll fucking drive my car. And then she was going off on me, saying that if I want to leave too, like everybody else, then I can leave too. And I was just trying to calm her down. And like I said, she was hysterical, man. She was really crying over that whole Anna thing. And she told me that Anna had left her, that she had left her without anything. And then I think that's the time when some guy was calling her on Snapchat to see where she was at, and she hung up on him. And
do you know who that guy was?
I don't know. I don't know, sir.
Okay. So where does she live? Is she in the apartments, or does she live near there?
Near where?
Well, you mentioned the Pioneer Meadow apartments. Does she live in those apartments, or does she live near there?
She lives the ones underneath. I don't even know the name of those apartments, to be honest. But they're literally underneath Pioneer Meadow.
So the Heron Creek ones?
Yeah, they're those ones. Heron Creek. Yes.
Do you know what number she lives in?
I think either 1205 or I-205. I'm not sure.
Okay.
She literally lives right upstairs, and then on the first one to the right.
Okay.
Like it's it's like the second stairway. Like it's kind of hard to explain it, but when you go in, there's like that one stair up, and then there's the next one, and then seriously you go up, and it's on the right. I think it's I-205.
Okay. So you did drive her to these apartments?
That's what I'm saying. I did. She was trying to get back to her car so she can drive. I wasn't letting her. I told her no. She wasn't fighting me on it, but she said, no, I need to go. I was like, no, you need to go home. Just go inside, like, because she didn't really want to, like, she said she missed me and she wanted to see me. And then she was just too upset about the whole Anna thing, and then she kept just thinking that I was going to be the same way, where I was going to leave her and shit like that. And, like, she goes, if you want, you can leave too, like everybody else in my life. I was like, no, what do you mean? I'm here for you, I'm not trying to do anything, like, I'm here for you. You called me crying, I'm worried about you. And, yeah, I just wanted to make sure that she was getting home safe. And I saw her go inside her apartment.
Uh-huh.
But she had her keys with her, and I told her, just don't drive anywhere because her car's parked there in the parking lot. I saw it parked by the parking lot.
What kind of car does she have?
She drives a Honda, a white Honda. I think it's a hatchback, I believe. 4-door. And I think hers is a 2018.
Sorry, so you think it's a hatchback?
Yeah. I think to me that's why I always describe those cars. You see them everywhere. She has a white Honda with black light with a black cover on her license plates.
Okay.
And it's been parked there. It was parked there when I left because I thought she drove her car, but she went with Anna, I guess. So that's why she was trying to go home to get her car, because she also lost her debit card. Okay. So I was just trying to, no, we'll go back and we'll find it, but I can take you. She goes, no, I just want to go. But she kept saying, like she was drunk. She kept saying different things all at the same time. Okay. So I just said, I need to go home and sleep, And then she goes, yeah, I do, because I got work tomorrow. And then I was like, okay, then let's take you home then. And she goes, but I got to get my debit card. And then she kept going off about Anna. And then she was going off about us and our breakup and everything. And then, but not yelling, just crying. She was hysterical, man. That's what I'm saying. That's why I took her home.
Okay. So
and then I ended up dipping out to Hermiston.
So you saw her go into her apartment?
I did. I walked her in there.
You walked her in there?
Yeah, and then she closed the door because she locked it. I told her to lock it,
Did you stay at the apartment for any amount of time, or she just went in and closed the door, and then you walked and left?
No, and I laid with her because she was crying, Like I said, I was in there for a little bit with her.
Yeah.
But she was crying, and then wanted to go look for a debit card. And then right before I was gonna leave, I was trying to get her to take a bath or a shower, but she didn't want to because she said that she was just tired. And then I was like, all right. And then she said that she was gonna go find Anna because she actually, like I told the officer over here, that she kind of wanted to meet Anna so she can fight her because she goes, I'm gonna beat that bitch's ass because what kind of a friend is that?
Yeah.
Who does that? Who leaves like that? Like I'm telling you, man, she was crying though, like hysterically crying because she said that she has no friends, she has nobody. I'm sorry, I'm just getting dressed at the same time. That's what I'm like.
No, that's fine.
But yeah, but that's what I'm saying, man. Like, and then I read online that it said that you never had a restraining order on me. She never had a restraining order on me.
Okay.
That was another thing I was gonna. Because I mean, like we used to still hang out and talk and stuff like that. We weren't always just fighting, like, you know.
Okay.
Like she. And then one thing she did tell me yesterday too, that she was saying that she was happy for me to be there, and then she goes, you know, I haven't got. She goes that she missed her period. She's supposed to get at the beginning of the month, and I told her, well, it's still the beginning. And then because she was saying that she could be pregnant, and if she was pregnant, she'd let me know. But like, I'm telling you, I think she was just talking drunk, man. I don't know. She was, like I said, she was just saying a bunch of stuff.
Okay.
But I think, you know, there was times when we were fighting that we were trying to get back together, and sometimes we would mention about a baby, you know.
Yeah.
But
so how?
Yeah. No.
How long did you think you stayed at her place, roughly?
An hour, probably.
Okay. And then what happened after that?
I ended up leaving.
Okay. Why didn't you spend the night? If she wanted, it sounded like she wanted you to stay there, or at least comfort her or be with her.
She was also getting mad at me because of bringing up everything about like our past, you know. And then she was saying that I could leave just like everybody else. And I told her, well, you know, like, 'cause she wasn't fighting with me, she was just arguing with me. And I was gonna stay the night, but she told me she had to work and then she had to pick up her kids, you know. So that's why I was like, okay, then, so I'll just leave then. And I ended up leaving because of that.
Okay.
But she told me she had to work.
You cut out. Are you still there?
Yeah, no, I'm still here.
Okay. So
sorry, I have you on speaker.
So the last I heard is that you said that she told you she had to work, so you decided to go.
Oh no, that she had to work and then she had to pick up her kids.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, then I'll just leave now. Then instead of like sleeping and waking up in the morning and being tired and driving, I'll just leave now, you know. But it's also because she was also like upset with me, you know, and I didn't want to like you know, I just don't want another altercation to happen. Like, not that it would, but you know, just the main reason why was because she really just had to work and she was gonna pick up her kids, and she was like really. I'm telling you, the whole time she was just crying, man, like about everything, like about me, mostly about Anna though, about the whole situation with that she thought that she was a good friend and all this, and so that was that was probably the most thing she cared about more than anything else was. And I told her, and then she lost her debit card. She was trying to go get her debit card.
Does she know where she lost it?
She said maybe, I'm pretty sure Papa's, man. I don't know where else. Like, you know?
It's common for people that, you know, drink. They'll forget to close their tab and leave their debit card. That's common. So.
Yeah, so she wanted to go back for that, but like I said, I don't know what the hell. Because she was trying to go back. I didn't want to let her go back, especially her driving. I told her, I'll take you. And she goes, no. She goes, I want to go fucking get in my car so I can go fucking talk shit to Anna. I was like, no. And that's when I was like, all right, well, let's just take you home. You need to go, go to sleep, because she was literally talking about so much shit. And then I even asked her a question, and she goes, no, my employee, that's my employee's desk. I was like, employee's desk? What are you talking about? She goes, from work. And I was like, what? Like, I'm telling you, dude, she was like, I was telling her certain things, and everything that she was saying was, some things weren't making sense, and then she'll go back to the whole Anna thing and her debit card.
Well,
and then she'll talk about it.
She was drinking, and I know Anna was drinking. It sounds like a lot of the people were drinking, so that's, you know, normal. They're intoxicated. What time do you think you left her place?
I don't know, man. I'm not too sure. I wasn't really paying attention when I left.
Okay, and where was she again when you left?
She was in the living room when I was leaving.
Okay.
She still had her clothes on, everything. She was just so like, even when she was done crying, she was still pissed off about the whole Anna thing, you know?
Okay. Where was her phone and purse and all that stuff?
Her phone?
Yeah, like her, because you said that the guy, you don't know who he is, had Snapchat her. I'm assuming it's on a phone.
Yeah.
Where was her phone?
No, she had her phone. She had her phone, like all that. She had her phone with her. Like,
okay.
She has this brown bag that she puts her phone in. When I was leaving, when I dropped her off, she had her phone in that little brown Louis Vuitton or whatever little backpack she had.
Yeah.
That's where she had it at.
Okay. And then so she was all still fully clothed when you left? She wasn't in bed?
No, she wasn't in bed at all.
Okay.
Like, we were laying down, but she was, like, kept getting up because she was, like I said, dude, she was, like, in that, like state, like, she was pissed off, dude. She was crying, pissed off at Anna. She was upset with me, but she kept going back to the Anna thing, like, over and over again. Like,
okay.
And she wasn't really mad at me for, like, she was just mad at me for what I did to her in our relationship, for leaving, like, she kept bringing up the past stuff. I told her, I know I fucking hurt you. I know what we've been through. And then she'll go back to Anna. And then she'll go back to her debit card. And then she needs to go get it, and this and that. And I told her, just stay there. And she told me she was going to stay there.
Okay. Where did you go once you left?
I left back home.
You just went back home? Okay.
Yeah. Like, I drove around her place a little bit just to make sure that her car was still there, and her car was still there.
Once more, you did what again? You drove around just to see if her car was there?
I make sure, I was driving around to make sure, like, because I didn't leave right away, like, when I left. I drove back, and I was like, I just want to make sure she didn't dip out, and when I did, her car was still there.
Okay, so correct me if I'm wrong, you didn't immediately leave, you kind of stayed in the area to make sure she wasn't going to leave after you and get in her car and leave? Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, what time?
Again, she was like, huh?
Sorry, go ahead.
This was like already in the morning, like late in the morning, like, because I probably stayed there probably an hour, take an hour and a half probably with her. And then when I left, and this was probably all around, it's like 1, 2 in the morning, almost 3, because I was driving around. I'm not too sure on the times, but I think it was like 1, 2-ish. But I still stayed in the area, like not that long in the area. I just drove a couple times,
Yeah.
just to make sure that she didn't leave with her car. Because, again, she was really set on trying to go get her debit card.
No,
and then to go see Anna.
No, that's normal for someone that doesn't want someone to drive.
She also said that Anna tried to call her. She was, that bitch tried to call me. And then that's another thing what got her, kept going, like,
Okay. What time did you make it home to Hermiston?
Early in the morning. Only takes about, like, an hour and 40 to get back to my place.
Well, you must be flying.
Huh?
You must be flying.
No, like, literally, that's the time, like, it takes usually, like, an hour and 40 to get back from, like, if you put in the GPS, it literally takes that long. I usually get there in 2 hours, like, sometimes an hour and 40, like,
okay.
Literally.
Well,
so no, I wasn't.
Was it still dark, or was it getting daylight?
It was still kind of dark.
Okay.
Not too dark, but it was, yeah, like, I could see the sun almost coming out.
What did you do all day today, then?
Literally at my sister's house. I was sleeping. Even my sister can tell you I was literally just laying down. Like, sleeping, and then I woke up, and I was just laying down, being lazy, because tonight I was going to go out with some friends. But literally that's all I was doing all day, was at my sister's house.
And that's the address that you gave dispatch, the 107 11th Street?
Yeah, and my sister, she was here with her babies, with my nieces, so, like, yeah, and she could tell you that, too, that I was here all day.
Okay.
I was trying to call Yanira all fucking day, but, like, all morning and stuff, even I think in the afternoon, too. I was trying to call her and message her, and I was pretty heartbroken about the stuff she was telling me, and I kept messaging her and calling her. I thought she just had me blocked, so then I said, fine, I'll leave you alone. And then I kept calling to make sure she was okay. And again, I thought I was blocked, so I was like, all right, then I'll just leave it alone then, because I saw she had me blocked on Facebook.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, I thought she just literally had, blocked me off everything after I left. So I was like, fuck it, man. Like, I was trying to get a hold of her. Usually she'll be like that. We'll be like that where we don't talk, and then a couple days later we'll somehow find a way to get a hold of each other again.
Okay.
And I was like, okay, then I thought that's probably what happened. I was like, maybe, hopefully, she'll get a hold of me, but she was pretty adamant about not being with me no more. Like, so I was like, not that I was begging or anything like that, but we were trying to work it out since earlier this week, because I remember she called me trying to work things out, but I was hurt about something.
Okay.
And it's like a hurt thing back and forth with us.
Hey, Juan.
And this time,
Hey, Juan. So, you back in your earlier on your story about this guy that allegedly was reaching out to her on Snapchat. Are you able to take a screenshot of her Snapchat account, the face profile of it, and send it to me?
She has me blocked on Snapchat, man.
Huh?
She has me blocked on Snapchat.
Okay. Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what her?
She has me blocked on it. She has me blocked on everything.
But okay, so I correct me if I'm wrong. Even if you're blocked, can I could still search you and still see your Snapchat account? Can you do that or no?
Yeah, you can see mine, but I can't see hers. I don't even know her username, because she's had me blocked for, ever on Snapchat. Like, we haven't had each other on Snapchat for, the longest time.
Okay. So, yeah, so anyway, I appreciate you calling. I had the officer down there get a hold of you because obviously, did your mom tell you what was said on social media?
Yeah, I actually saw through people's accounts. I've been looking at all that shit all day.
Okay.
Since I saw it, not all day, but I mean since I seen it.
Okay.
I heard about it, and I went and started looking. I'm like, fuck, man, this is all surreal. And I'm not even worried about me. I'm worried about fucking her. My mom's like, hey, just make sure that you told them the truth about everything. I was like, Mom, I know I don't care about me. I'm fucking worried about Yanira. Like every time, you know what I mean? It doesn't matter what the fuck we've been through. I've literally always cared for her, loved her.
Well,
and
we want to see that she's okay too, and find out where she's at.
Right.
No,
and that's what my mom was like. I was like, I'm sure they're just getting hold of everybody, and I'll tell them the truth on everything. I don't, I got nothing to hide.
Yeah.
But like I said, man, I'm being honest. I did see her and everything like that, but last thing I know is that she was adamant about trying to get her debit card and trying to go I don't know if and she even said she wanted Anna to beg her, if she's gonna come back and apologize, I wanted her to be on her knees. That's what she was telling me. She was really upset about the whole Anna situation. So and I just told her, just rest. Don't worry about it. Tomorrow, you guys are gonna be all best pals again. But
yeah.
But she wasn't even. She was still fully dressed.
So Juan, hey, what's your email address? So if I have to send you anything.
Yes, it's HP. Wait, it's hype fam. I think I spelled it a certain way. Let me see. It's okay. So it's HYP3FAM@gmail.com.
So HYP3FAM.
Yeah, @gmail.com.
Okay. Are any of those letters uppercased or lower? Are they all lowercase?
They're all lower. It doesn't matter, but they're all lowercase.
Okay.
And then it's just that they're, yeah.
And what's your username and vanity name for Snapchat?
Okay, it's capital K, 3 WLAID.
Okay, slow down. So capital K, 3. Is the W lowercase or capitalized?
Yeah. The rest is all lowercase, so it would just be capital K, 3, lowercase W, LAID. Kind of like Kool-Aid, but I spell it with KEWL.
So K3 WLAID.
52, yeah.
52, okay. Is that your username or vanity name?
That's my username for Snapchat.
Okay. Do you have your vanity name?
Vanity name? What do you mean? Oh, it's Johnny Trujillo on Snapchat.
Okay. How do you spell that?
Johnnny, and then it's TRUJILLO.
You said it. So it's Johnny Trujillo at what? Or that's it?
Oh, like that's it. Just Johnny Trujillo. Like that's what my name pops up. Well, like if you put Kool-Aid, my username pops up, but then my name says Johnny Trujillo.
Okay.
Cause that's my mother's maiden name, and then I go by my dad's maiden name.
Okay. Do you communicate on any other social media platforms or?
Yeah, everything. Well, besides Instagram, I've never liked Instagram. I just have Facebook, Messenger, Snapchat, and TikTok. But that's about it.
What's your Facebook account?
It's Johnny Gastelum.
What's the last name on that one?
Gastelum.
Oh, so okay, so your last name. Gotcha. I didn't understand you there.
Yeah.
And then you have a TikTok account?
Yes, I do.
What's your profile name or username on that?
It is. Let me pull it up real quick. It's O, and it's my gamer tag for my Xbox. So it's OIKILLZZZO.
Okay, one more time. OIKILL.
ZZZO.
Okay.
Yeah, it's my gamer tag for my Xbox. I just used it for my TikTok.
Okay, just so I have it right, it's OIKILLZZO.
Yes.
Okay. What's her phone number that you have for her?
The phone number I have is 509 679 0112. And earlier I thought maybe she blocked me, but now regarding all this, I'm assuming it's not true, you know?
Okay. Why do you think she blocked you?
Well, yesterday she was upset because she told me she was done, and I was actually trying to surprise her for her birthday because we got in a little argument through text messages, and but I told her I was gonna go see her. So when I was calling her, she would answer and then she would hang up. She would answer and then like sing a song to me, and then that's when I finally was able to get a hold of her when I calling her because I was trying to tell her I'm gonna go see you. She picks up the phone and Anna takes the phone away from her, and then I was talking to Anna, and she was telling me that, can I just have her for one night? I'm like, yeah, but Yanira just told me I can go see her, because I told her I'm going down to go surprise her, and she goes, okay, then come. And then she goes, yeah, I understand that, but can I have her for one night? I'm like, yeah, you guys can drink all you want, I don't care, but I just want to go see her, it's her birthday, I'm trying to surprise her. And then she goes, I get that, and she kept repeating it over and over again, and then I can hear Yanira laughing in the background. I think they were in the bathroom. And then Anna was telling me that they were just watching movies. And I told Anna, I know you guys are out. I don't care if you guys are out. I just want to, see if I can go see her, And then they ended up hanging up on me. And then Yanira calls me back. She said that she stepped outside to call me. And she said that, yes, she does want me to go see her. But only if I'm actually going to go see her and not fight with her. And I said, that's why I'm going to surprise you. And so she goes, okay, then come. But let me know when you get close. And I'm like, okay, then. And then after that, I was still trying to call her so I can tell her, if Anna was going to hang out with us, if she wanted to hang out with us and all that. Because I even asked her, let Anna know if she wants to hang out with us, we can all hang out, But Yanira's like, yeah, that's the last thing she told me. She goes, yeah, I'll tell her. And then after that, that's when when I got there, that's when she called me crying about the whole Anna situation. So, yeah, man, that's pretty much it that I know.
Okay. Hey, Johnny, it's Detective Ramirez.
Hi, man.
Hey, how long have you guys been off and on?
Literally for 2 years, man, since I met her.
Okay. How long has it been that you guys have been living separately? Because I know you guys were staying at that apartment together, right? Is that correct?
Yes.
Yeah. How long have you guys been separated? Since when have you been living alone?
So we only lasted a couple months. I want to say from when we started in June, or was it July 1st, I think. One of those 2 months. I think it was July 1st. And then all the way up to December when she moved out. So like, and it was 2021 or 2020. It was the first year we moved in. And so we didn't last. We moved in, we rushed it all too fast, and we fought a lot, and she was, I had cheated on her, before we got together. So all that was like a big thing, Okay. So then, yeah. Yeah. Oh, sorry about that.
No worries.
So then, we've been, ever since then, we were trying to work things out too, because when she moved out, she had regretted it moving out. But then I told her, maybe we can do like a relationship like this. And then she was like, okay. But then we finally came to a conclusion where in March, later that year, we were just like, maybe we should just, because nothing was working out with us. We were still fighting. And so she decided, okay, then so we'll both just, we'll break up. But we were still kind of like, we were broken up, but we were still, still doing us. Like, where me and her were still hanging out. We were still, going out, together, doing things together, kind of like if we were still together, just without the title. But we were fighting a lot. And every time we try to work things out, especially that summer, later that summer, we actually tried to, like, she told me she wanted to be with me, and I was being prideful, and I said no. And then, so then when she switched up on me, I tried to get back with her, and she was being prideful as well, because she said, oh, well, you rejected me, so, and then kind of like that. But we've been on and off, literally for like that for like the past, our whole entire relationship,
Okay.
And then obviously there were some altercations with us where, we fought, and I ended up hitting her, stuff like that. But I never actually, like, you know what I mean? It was all stupid shit, but
okay.
That's all it,
Do you guys have kids together?
No, she wanted to have a baby with me. Like, there was a point where, she actually did want to have a baby with me. Like, there was those times where she would stop talking to me, and then we won't talk for like a week, couple weeks, or a month or something. And then she'll call me crying, missing me, telling me that, she needed me, and then I'll tell her, then I'll get all gushy too, and I'll tell her, I missed her and everything like that. And then we would talk about, all that about the baby and stuff like that, but we don't have no kids, sir.
She had kids though, correct?
She had 3.
Okay. Do you have kids?
I have 2.
You have 2? Okay. Did any of the kids live with you guys?
The kids live with me, yeah, they visit their grandma a lot. Because the mother of my kids passed away, so my kids are always with their grandma most of the time.
Okay.
They live with me, but since we moved back, they've been seeing her a lot, so.
Okay. I guess when you were living...
one of Yanira's kids lives with the mom, like the youngest one.
Okay.
Lives with the mom. And then the other 2 stay with her in the weekdays because they go to school in Ephrata. But then the weekend she gets the kids. Okay. Unless she goes out and ends up going out, then she'll just ask her mom to watch the kids, or she'll drop them off in Wenatchee.
Oh, okay. Do you know if the kids were there last night when you dropped her off?
No, not at all.
No, they weren't there?
They were not there.
Okay. And who was she out with? You said she saw her, you heard she was with Anna. Was there anybody else around?
Yeah, there was a lot of people with her. They just, they didn't want to tell me, obviously, for their own reasons. Yanira obviously didn't want to tell me. Not that I even asked or anything like that, but yeah, I just said, are you guys okay and everything? She goes, yeah, we're just watching movies, but obviously I can hear them laughing and drinking, and I heard a bunch of people in the background. But I don't know who was all, I can't say who was all there. I don't even know. I just know Anna. I didn't know anyone else of Yanira's friends like that, because Yanira said she didn't have friends, but I don't know, maybe she was with her coworkers, or I honestly couldn't tell you, man.
Okay. Did you hear any guys in the background?
Yeah, I did.
Okay. How'd that make you feel?
I was just telling her, just as long as if she's like, like, I wasn't like upset about it. I was just more like, as long as, you're not doing anything or flirting with anybody, then, because I'm going to go see you. And she was like, no, because they're with the other girls or whatever. So yeah, I wasn't worried about it at all.
Okay.
I just kept telling her, just don't, flirt with them or anything like that. But just like that, but nothing big or serious about it.
Okay. But you didn't see her with any guys or anything like that?
No, not at all.
How did it make you feel
Not
when
at
that
all.
guy called her?
Huh?
How did it make you feel when that guy called her?
No, like, she said that was her mechanic, the one that was, so I wasn't worried about it. She said that was, because, that's the mechanic that fixed her car, because, I don't know if you know about that, but her car had broke down because of the axles, and she said there was a guy that was going to help her fix them, so I wasn't worried about that at all.
Well, I don't know any mechanics that call at 12:30 at night.
No, I know, but, I mean, like, this was the guy that was friends with Anna, and so he's friends with her, like, so they're all friends like that, and he's the one that helped her fix her car. So that's what she was telling me, because he was calling to see, hey, are you with Anna? That's what he said. So.
Okay.
And then I was just like, who's that? To Yanira, But that's what she told me after, that it was the guy that helped her fix her car or something like that. That was Anna's friend.
Did Yanira call or answer that phone call at 12:30 or so from that mechanic?
She's on Snapchat, yeah.
She did? What was
yeah, that's what I'm saying. She did, and then she hung up on him.
Oh, they didn't say anything else?
No, he just said, are you with Anna? And then she says, no, and then she hung up on him.
What did you say during that phone call?
Oh, I said, hey, who's that? To Yanira, because at first I thought it was some guy calling her like that, but then she told me that it was a mechanic dude. But the guy just, all he said was, hey, are you with Anna or something like that? That's what he said.
What else did you say?
I didn't trip.
What else did you say?
No, I literally was more focused on her crying, because she was crying about the whole Anna thing. Like, after she said it was the mechanic guy that helped her fix her car, that's, and she had told me about him before, because she said that was Anna's friend, so then I was like, okay. But literally, I wasn't even worried about that at all, dude. I was just worried about her, because she was crying, like, I'm telling you, like, I wasn't going to interfere with fighting with her while she was fucking crying, like, you know what I mean? Sure. I'm telling you, when she was hysterical, she was dead-ass crying.
Sure. Okay.
Mostly about the whole Anna thing, because like on the way to her house, she was crying, saying, "How can Anna do that to me?" I was just listening, man. Like, I wasn't even talking shit or anything. I was just listening to the whole time.
Okay. Did anybody else call her phone? While you
that's what I'm saying. Later that night, before I left, she said, "Oh, that bitch." She goes, "Oh, Anna's calling me that fucking bitch."
Did you answer?
And that's how she said it. Yeah.
You did answer?
But Anna only called me once, but she didn't answer her.
Oh. Did you ever answer any of her phone calls?
No, not at all.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
Her phone, answered her phone calls? No.
Okay. Well, I guess...
I'm talking, it was the Snapchat, but that's when I said, who's that? Like, I was like, hey, who's this? But I was talking to Yanira, I didn't even take her phone away from her or anything like that. She had it, and then the guy was like, about the whole, when he asked about the whole Anna thing, I said, who's that? Hey, who's this? Something like that.
And you don't know who that guy is?
I don't know who the guy is. I just know that she said that's the mechanic that helped her fix her car.
Okay.
I literally don't know anything about her friends or anybody she talks to. I don't know anything.
Sure. Was there anybody else with you and Yanira while you guys were driving around?
No, man, not at all.
So nobody
else. Just me.
Just you. So
just me, man.
So how come I'm getting conflicting stories about that phone call?
Dude, that's what I'm saying. Like, I saw the report, and it said that they saw me at her parking lot. I was like, dude, if that has cameras, you guys can check the cameras. I never even showed up to the Papa's parking lot at all.
I don't believe you did.
What the hell.
Nope. You're entirely correct. I don't believe you did. However, I don't believe. I think you're being honest about what you said over the phone call. I think you might have said some more stuff, though.
No, I literally said, hey, who's this? And then, oh, wait, actually, I did. I think I said, yeah, because you knew it was, yelling about the whole Anna thing. I said, this is her man.
Yeah?
Yeah, that's what I said. I said, hey, who's this? This is her man.
Yeah.
And then, but it's because Yanira was, yelling back and forth. So, yeah, right. That's what I said. And then, literally, the guy was just, quiet. But Yanira's like, no, I haven't
and then what else
Anna
did you say?
haven't been.
What else did you tell her? What else did you tell her?
To Yanira?
No, to the guy. Or, to Yanira, as she was on that phone call with that guy.
I literally didn't say I didn't even take the phone away from her or anything. She had it in her hand.
No, I don't believe you took the phone. But what else what else were you saying? Because I have that phone call recorded, and I want to know what you said. Because if there was no one else on the phone call, I can clearly hear someone, a male, kind of sounds like you, saying something else in the background.
No, but I don't remember Mac. I'm telling you, it was like, I just remember this is her man, but I don't.
You don't remember saying something like, "Hey, you better not be talking to other guys. Why is that a guy on the phone?" Nothing like that.
Oh, then yeah, that was probably me. Then.
Yeah.
I mean, that was me.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, like I said it all, like, you know, because again, there was so much. Yanira was like, shit, yelling.
Johnny, listen.
But
I understand.
Right.
I too can get jealous, very jealous. But if that's the case, be honest about that. You know, there's no sense of hiding that or going around that. And if you don't like her talking to other guys, then say that. Be honest about it and be upfront about it and say, I didn't like when she spoke to other guys.
No, that's why I told her yesterday, just don't flirt with guys, don't talk to guys when I was calling her yesterday. Like I said, just don't flirt with guys. Like, you know what I mean? Obviously, she knows that. Same with her. She gets hella jealous when I talk to girls. So, obviously, man, I'm a jealous guy. But, like, again, you know, like, literally, if she gets to that point where she doesn't want me in her life and she starts doing her thing, then, obviously, I go do my thing, too, you know? Because that's how we've always been.
Definitely.
But, I'm not afraid to admit it. Yeah, I am a jealous guy like that.
Fair
Like,
enough.
because obviously, if I'm talking to her, I don't talk to other guys. But
Right. Did that cause a fight?
Like, I'm just sorry because there was so much going on. Like, she was crying and there was so much going on that, you know what I mean? I'm sorry, like, if I wasn't completely honest about that. It literally just it slipped my mind, man. Like, I just remember saying certain things and she was crying and she was, you know what I mean?
Okay.
I do apologize.
No, it's okay. No need to apologize.
But I literally got nothing bad, man. I fucking, whatever, dude. I'll fucking, whatever I can do to fucking get my side of the story,
So, since, if, as well as you can remember, did that start a fight after that phone call? Between you and
dude, not at all. After that phone call, she was crying about the whole Anna thing.
Okay.
Like, she was upset about it. She was really upset about that.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
Like, she said that, it goes, babe, you know how much she spent on me for my birthday and how much I spent on her? She goes, I spent $80 on her birthday. She only spent 40 on mine. She goes, what kind of a fucking friend is that? She goes, I always do things for everybody else that I care about, that I love about, and nobody gives a fuck about me. That's what she's like. I was just listening to the whole time after that conversation. Because she told me, it's the mechanic guy. I was like, all right then. You know what I mean? But then she was like, as soon as she started, she instantly just kept going back to the whole Anna thing. Like, every little topic was just going back to that because she was upset about that. She told me that Anna had left her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she said that Anna had left her because Anna didn't want her driving her car. And she goes, I drive a new fucking car than that piece of shit car. Why wouldn't she let me fucking drive? I was more sober than her. But obviously, Yanira was pretty tipsy. Like, you know, she said she was drunk, but said she was tipsy. But I could smell the alcohol reeking off her, dude.
Okay.
But yeah, that had no fight over that. I didn't fight with her over anything like that. She was just fucking. I was just trying to be there for her, man. Like I really do fucking care about her like that.
No, I agree.
I was worried.
I think
she was walking, man, like in the cold. Like this is the second time she's walked or something like that. Like or something because of her car last time. She walked all the way from leaving Moses to back to her fucking apartment in the cold when it was snowing recently, like last week. I think it was a week and a half ago. So. And that's when her car had broke down, like her axles. So she called me crying. I told her, I'll fucking drive to you, like, you know what I mean? I'll be there, you know? So I'm always ready to be there for her, you know?
Okay.
So this time, like she was crying and shit, like, yeah, I told her, I'm fucking there for you, like, you know what I mean? Because I told her no matter what, no matter even wherever we go, I'm always there for her. So I've always been there, too, like.
So can you explain another part to me? Can you explain another part to me? When did you call her and tell her to go meet you at Walmart?
I didn't tell her to meet me at Walmart.
You didn't?
No.
Okay.
Who said that?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out.
No, man. If someone said to meet her at Walmart, no. She told me she was by Ross. Like, and that's what I'm saying. We're by Ross, and she says we're like the parking lot of Walmart's at.
Okay.
And I'm like, okay then. So I never even knew anything. Like as soon as I was entering Moses Lake, that's when she called me crying, told me that she was walking from Papa's. And she was by Ross, but at the kind of like that parking lot where Petco and Walmart's at in between. She told me to go pick her up there. Never once did I ever say anything to meet me at Walmart, nothing like that. I said, okay, babe, I'm fucking right there. I said, I'm by Safeway. And I was on the phone with her that whole time when she told me that.
Okay.
So I don't know where the hell that came from. I'm being honest about that, man.
Okay. What else did you guys talk about before you guys actually met up? Because there were several phone calls, right? And you said she kept answering you and then hanging up. What else did you talk about? What else was the conversation? You said she had sang you some songs or something, and and Anna was laughing about some other stuff. But what were you saying to them?
Wow, you're gonna be like that with me? You're gonna be cold like that? And she was, well, that's what you made me, like. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, wow, you're drunk, huh? And I just like, but I couldn't really talk. They keep fucking blasting the song into the phone. And I was like, dude, come on, like, I'm trying to fucking talk to you here, like, you know. And then I hung up on her, and then I blocked her. Then she sent me a message saying, oh, baby, you don't even know. So then I tried calling her back and telling her, dude, really? Like, I messaged her, and then she didn't get those messages. And then I told her, really? Like, after I'm trying to go see you, you're going to be like that with me? And then she goes, oh, you're coming? She goes, then come then. And then that's all she kept telling me. Every time I call her and she'd pick up, she'd be like, okay, then come then. She goes, where are you at? And I was like, I'm going. She goes, okay, then come then. And then she goes, then after that, that's when Anna picked up the phone and said the whole thing about, let me have her for one night. She goes, I understand that, but let me have her for one night. When I kept telling her, I'm just trying to see her. You know, I just want to say happy birthday to her in person. Like, I want to surprise her, like, you know. And then, you know, and Anna, Yanira was cool about it, but Anna was the one that was being like, I get that, but we're hanging out and we're watching movies and we're in my bathroom. And I said, I can hear music in the background and stuff like that. He goes, I just want to say hi to her. You guys can drink. I don't care. Like, I just want to go, you know, see her and give her a kiss and give her a hug and stuff like that. Happy birthday, you know? Because before that, this week, she was telling me that she's always alone for her birthday and everything like that. I was just trying to do something nice. I was just trying to go see her, you know, just to give her a good happy birthday, you know? Okay. And then after that, she called me, called me and told me, hey, sorry about Anna. And she goes, I know she was being a bitch, but she goes, I do want to see you. And I was like, okay. And then I was like, just don't be like that with me. Like, you know, I'm not saying you guys can't drink. I'm just saying, like, I want to see you, you know? I was trying to surprise you. And yeah, but after that, when I got there, the whole mood had just changed. Like, I'm telling you, because she was crying, like it was mostly just about, you know, it went from me trying to see her to me just trying to be there for her. Okay. Because she was crying, man.
Okay, perfect. Well, tell you what, tomorrow can we meet up? I can drive to Hermiston, or you can come down here, and I'll need to see all those text messages between you and her, and I'll probably want to look at your call log just to make sure that all these calls were happening like you said, just to make sure we don't leave any
I have the call logs, just text messages. I delete them because after, like, you know, when she blocked me, I just like, all right then, so I just delete them. I just have the habit of deleting all my messages.
Oh no, that's okay.
I have the call log.
That's fine. We got this computer. Phones actually save text messages for 48 hours. So it'll go kind of to like an empty storage space in the phone. So when you get here, we can pull all that stuff off. What time do you think tomorrow you can get down here?
To Moses Lake or to Hermiston?
Moses Lake. If we need to, we can go to Hermiston.
Can we do it in Hermiston?
Yeah, we can probably make it happen in Hermiston.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. What time works for you?
It'll probably be in the afternoon then. Let's plan on probably 1. How's that sound?
That's at the Hermiston Police Department? Yeah,
we can make that happen.
Okay, yeah, then that sounds great, man.
Okay.
We can do that.
Perfect. And
again, and then that's what I was also like. I had called Verizon earlier too, because Verizon, now it makes sense, because Verizon had sent me a message saying that someone was trying to access the account.
Okay.
But I thought it was, at first I assumed it was Yanira, because I thought she was probably just trying to like disconnect my phone or something. But when I said that, when I clicked on the link or whatever to like give permission, it said access was denied because I took whatever, because I didn't read the message right away. Okay. And then I called Verizon in Moses Lake, and I told them, hey, I think someone's trying to access my account. I was like, I think it could be my ex, because she's the actual owner of the account, and if she was, maybe she was trying to disconnect my phone. And so they're trying to, like, you know, they're like trying to figure that out, saying it could be fraud too. But that's where they're trying to get a hold of her. So I gave them her number at the time. This was before I found out about anything. Okay. And so I was like, all right. So I told him, but I just wanted to make sure if it was her or if anything, because I just got 2 messages saying sending a link to that. So. Okay, sounds good. Well, in the meantime, if you hear anything, or if someone reaches out to you, or if you
Was it?
I reached out to one of the sisters, the one that posted it, Lanny. I think that's what it's, Landis or Lanny or something like that. Because I am fucking worried too, man.
Sure.
Like I said, I'll give you guys anything. I'll talk to you guys, whatever the hell.
Definitely.
And I'm just being honest.
Okay.
And
if you hear anything about Yanira's whereabouts, please give us a call back so we can go find out and make sure she's okay.
I'm sorry, what was that?
I said if you hear anything about Yanira's whereabouts, let us know. Give us a call back so we can go make sure she's safe.
No, yeah, definitely, dude. Obviously, man, that's what I'm trying to do too.
Okay. Perfect. Well, I appreciate your phone call. Thank you so much for your time.
Yeah, thank you, man. Like I said, if you guys hear anything, you guys can always email me, message me, whatever.
Okay.
But tomorrow, gladly, we can pull all that up.
Yeah.
I don't mind.
Yeah,
like I said, I was just trying to. It makes sense now because I was literally just trying to fucking message her in the morning. I thought she blocked me, dude. I'm used to that where we block each other, so I thought she was just probably.
And let's just hope that's all it is, right? Let's hope that she just blocked you and she was just upset for a little bit. So, and let's make.
Yeah, for sure, man. We'll meet up tomorrow at 1. I'm down with that.
Okay. Thank you so much again.
Okay. All right.
All right. Bye.
Bye, man.
Come right into here. Appreciate you making time for us again, man. Appreciate you coming down here. Hey, so real quick before we get started, I just want you to know that you're not under arrest. You're free to leave at any time that you'd like. You don't have to answer any of my questions. Again, we're just here to get some clarification, okay?
Yeah.
So first off and foremost, we'd like to do your cell phone, right? Remember I told you we could probably get some of the messages and phone calls. If you want to show me some of those phone calls.
Not to interrupt, just so you know, we're recording with our body cameras.
Okay, perfect. And then we also have this consent to search form that I'd like you to sign, so that way we can do what we're going to do with your phone.
So I'll read through this, and anytime you don't understand it, just interrupt me and ask your question and we'll explain it.
Okay.
It's 13. So it says, I, Juan Ismael Gastelum, is that how you spell it?
Yeah.
Or say it? On 3/5/22 at 13:31 hours at the Hermiston Police Department, which is, excuse me, 330 South 1st Street in Hermiston, Oregon, 97838. Am in legal custody or control of the computer system, media storage device, and or mobile device listed below. I understand I may lawfully refuse to consent to a search. I understand I may lawfully revoke consent at any time. I understand I may lawfully limit the scope of my consent to certain areas of the computer systems, media storage device, and or mobile devices. I hereby authorize officers of the Mosley Police Department to conduct a complete search of the following described computer systems, media storage device, and or mobile device listed below for data, material, or other property, including contraband, which they believe may have evidentiary value. The computer system, media storage device, and or mobile device is located at, I'm going to write the address of the police department.
That's really weird. There's a timer on that light switch.
Yeah, it just might go off and it does just turn it off again.
Don't freak out.
Lights turn off. Yeah, it says lights turn off, don't freak out.
Apparently people run up the power bill and not shutting it off. And the description of the items to be searched, what kind of phone do you have?
An iPhone 11 Pro Max.
iPhone 11
Pro Max.
Pro Max. And is there a color to it, or is it just it's in a black case?
It's green. It's the space. I think it's called space green or
Space gray?
green. It's like a
Oh, space green.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
don't think I've ever seen one that color.
Is that a clear case with a black?
Yeah, like or it's like just a clear case.
Okay.
And the black on the side. Yeah.
Any limitations? Is that just for you guys, or?
If you have any.
Okay, if you have any limitations, I can list them, and or,
What
like I
is-
said,
Like limitations, like
well, like if we're looking at photos and all this, you know, you don't want us to go through
Oh, no, I
photos
don't.
or text messages,
I don't mind that.
call log, okay.
I don't mind.
Just remember, like at any time, you can lawfully tell us you don't want us to search or restrict where we go in your phone.
I don't mind at all.
Okay. So I have read and understand the above, and this permission is given to me freely and voluntarily.
Circle none. She doesn't have any.
Yeah. So I just need the signature, your signature here, that you're the signature of the person giving consent. So in relation to computer systems and or media storage devices to be searched, I would just write in the owner. I'm going to sign it. Sign it as well. Okay. So, if you want to look it over, you can. But that,
That's fine.
okay.
And we'll provide you with a copy of that as well. If you don't mind, I'll take your phone. I'm gonna hand it to Detective Paul. It's gonna stay right here. It's not gonna do anything.
Okay.
While they do that, is it okay if I take photographs of you real quick, just to document what you look like, what's going on?
Oh, it does that when it charges. Sorry.
Yeah.
Plays music the whole time while it charges?
Yeah, unless you get out of it.
Gotcha, yeah, I just wiped up.
So if you don't mind, I'll have you stand up and remove your mask. You can stand against the door if you like. It's gonna be kind of weird. I'm gonna take probably 2 photos of everything, right? I'll take one overall and then come closer, okay? So if you don't mind, just stand hands to your side, just like that, perfect. And so, again, it's gonna be kind of weird. I'll probably take, one this way, and then look down a little bit, and then I'll move closer and do it again, okay? Do you mind facing that way? Perfect. Then face the other way, please. Perfect. And then face me again. Get a little bit closer to you, okay? Perfect. And do you mind putting your hands out like that? Gonna pull your sleeves up just a little bit. Perfect. Mind flipping them over? Perfect. You can stand with your hands onto your side again. Look that way for me. Then face the other way for me. Perfect. I think you should be good. Anything else I need?
Do you mind taking your shirt off so we can just get pictures of you without a shirt on?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Like all of it?
Yeah.
Now straight for me. Thank you. Am I facing the door for me? Facing the door. Perfect. Perfect. I think you should be good.
Do
Anything
you
else?
want to do them both ways, face both
Okay.
ways?
Yeah, face that way for me. Perfect.
Sorry. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, no.
The lens?
Yeah.
Was it on it when you got it out?
No, it wasn't. I think we probably left it in one of the cars. It's warm in here.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Do we have another consent form?
Yeah. So, we would like to get a DNA sample of you by doing a swab just of your mouth, if you consent to that.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have another form for that.
Timer super annoying.
Okay, so this is a consent to search form. The date is 3/5/22. The time is 13:40 hours. The location is Hermiston PD, which is 330 South First Street, Hermiston, Oregon 97838. I, Juan A. Gastelum, understand my constitutional right to refuse consent to have a search made of the premise and/or vehicle hereafter described, and of my right to refuse to consent to a search without a search warrant, and to limit the search at any time, hereby authorize the undersigned officers of the Moses Lake Police Department to conduct a complete search of the premise and/or vehicle specifically described as follows. And I have to write your name in here as well. So it's a saliva sample sufficient for DNA. Juan I. Gastelum. Date of birth. What is your date of birth?
03/31/1994.
03 what?
31/1994.
And this is going to be located in the county. Do you know the county down there?
I do not.
Okay.
I can look it up.
Yeah, in the state of Oregon.
Can you start sending that up? Sort of get close.
I further authorize the officers to take from such premise and/or vehicle any letters, papers, material, or other property which they believe to be of evidentiary value. I have read and understand this consent to search, which is given to me by the undersigned officers voluntarily and without threats and promises of any kind, and with the knowledge that the item seized may be used as evidence in court. I know there's other things as far as letters and papers. This is kind of a catch-all with houses, vehicles, and whatnot, but I'm just asking for a saliva sample. Okay? Umatilla. So let's see. Your signature on this top line. And the date is March 3rd. And the time is 13:43. So it's March 3rd, 03/05/22?
It's March 5th.
Sorry, March 5th. Thank you. I was looking at the 3 you wrote down there. And then the time now is 13:43. So if you want to put 1343 down there? Yeah.
1343.
43 military time. Thank you. Yeah.
We only bring $1?
Yeah.
Okay. You okay?
Yeah, I think I might have dropped my wallet in the other. The
Okay.
other room. Yeah. Sorry about that.
No worries. I'll go check.
It's in the other room?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay, if you want to make
Just
sure.
because I have these.
Do you want to grab it, Detective Straubus?
Yeah.
Just wanted to make sure. 'Cause
No worries.
It always falls out of these sweats.
Yeah. I know the feeling. I sit down and it just droops out of the bucket. That's why I like these ones that have the buckets a little bit facing
Yeah.
up.
Because
But then when I'm sitting down, it makes it a pain to get my phone out and stuff like that.
Because the other day, I went to, when I was at a restaurant here in town, I left at the restaurant and I called him.
Oh, really?
And it was because I was wearing these sweats, so I was just making sure I didn't feel my wallet.
What's wrong?
It's on the chair.
Thank you.
Ready?
Yeah,
Yeah.
so if you're okay with it, I'm going to give you this, it's a cotton swab.
Okay.
What I need you to do is you're going to put it inside your mouth,
Okay.
you're going to put it against your cheek, and you're going to kind of twirl it, right?
Like,
Um,
right here, like.
Yeah, yep, and then you're going to rub it on the inside of your mouth, up and down, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side.
Okay.
Sound fair? I'm going to give it to you, okay? There you go. Then twirl it up and down, and then you're going to scrape the side of your cheek, just up and down, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Perfect. Perfect. And then, before I take that from you, just put it in there. There you go. Perfect. Perfect. You bring a paper bag?
They're out in the car.
I'll leave it here for now. Don't seal it, please.
So, real quick, with the phone, do you know your Apple ID?
It's.
And if you don't,
I make so many of them.
and if you don't know when they're done, well, we can
Okay.
look it up.
I think it might be Kool-Aid 52. I have to check. I was like I made so many of them, and then I think this one's probably capital K Kool-Aid at Gmail. 52 at Gmail.
Okay, and you already gave me your email address, correct? Is that a Gmail address?
Yeah, yeah.
And what was that again?
HYP3
Hold on, so HYP3
3 FAM.
FAM, and that's all lowercase?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then at Gmail.
Do you own any firearms?
Not at all.
None at all, okay. Does anyone within your home that you're living at home firearms?
Not
Okay.
at all. My brother-in-law, he has 2 babies. He doesn't allow that stuff around them.
Okay. So he lives at the home too?
Yeah, yeah.
So it's your...
My sister's house.
Okay.
It's their place.
What's her name?
Marissa
Marissa?
Trujillo. Yeah.
And what's your brother-in-law's name?
Marcus.
Marcus?
Yeah. And last name is he goes Garcia. I think his mother's maiden name.
And the only other people living there are their kids?
My little sister Stephanie.
Okay.
Yeah.
How old's Stephanie?
16, I think.
Okay.
just getting adults. So you got Marissa, Marcus, your sister Stephanie, and then
My 2 kids, but they're always most at their grandma. She lives here in town.
oh, so your kids live there as well?
Yeah.
Okay. And does Marissa or Marcus have any kids living there?
Yeah, they're 2 little. They're like, you mean besides their kids?
So I got Marissa, Marcus, their sister Stephanie,
And then their 2 daughters.
their 2 daughters, and then your 2 kids.
That's
Okay.
it. Well, my kids spend most of their time with their grandma.
So basically, while they're still working on this, we kind of wanted to just go over what we spoke about last night, just to kind of make sure that we got your story correct. I don't want to document anything that's wrong. So March 3rd is her birthday, correct?
Yes.
Okay. And how do you spell her name again?
Yanira. And then her last name, Cedillos.
So what I get, when did you let her know that you were probably coming to Moses to try to see her for her birthday?
Late. It's because she thought I was out of town, because I was telling her that I was out of town, but I was just trying to like get her jealous by making it seem like I was on vacation and stuff.
Okay,
But-
and when she thinks you're out of town, like
Phoenix.
not even near the area to come see her. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. So, but then I was just like, I was just telling her, hey, look, I flew out to come see you, just, you know. But I think it was like, I don't know, I want to say 10, maybe 11. I don't know, like it was pretty late. Not late, but probably around the time she was at Papa's. I think.
So the same night, later in the night, that's when she first.
Yeah, but the
Let
whole
her know
day
that.
she kept saying too, like, because I was at the movie theaters that day, and she told me, well, if you want to see me, come fly out to me. She was telling me stuff like that, and I was already gonna surprise her. I was just waiting to. Well, I was gonna let her do her thing first, you know, because she told me she was gonna go out drinking, and so well, I'll go see her. I'll go see you, but like I mean, I didn't tell her I'll go see her, but I was thinking I'll go see her, you know. And then I told her, hey, I'm gonna go see you, and then she got happy, but then. She was like, I think she was already like drunk at this point because she kept saying like different things, like she was singing to me, all kinds of things, and then she'll hang up on me and stuff like that, you know.
Okay. What time did you leave Hermiston to head to Moses?
That's why I don't remember I don't know the time. Maybe.
And I don't need the exact time, but I mean, if it's
around like 10 maybe.
Okay.
I want to say it was pretty late. I think so, like 9:30ish, 10 maybe.
and it takes you roughly how long to get to Moses?
About on the GPS usually says like 140, so probably depending if I stop for gas or anything like that, but like I want to say like about that time.
Did you make any stops on the way to Moses?
Mm.
So no stops at all? Okay. And where did you go first once you got into town?
When I got into Moses?
Yeah.
Straight there, because that's when she called me. As soon as I was entering Moses, she called me. That's when she was crying about the whole Anna thing. Her and her Anna were fighting.
So when you say straight there, where did you go? Did you go to Papa's Casino?
No. I went straight to where I said yesterday, where she was walking out like behind, like so Petco Ross right here. She was like behind Petco on the side,
Okay.
kind of like where the Walmart's parking lot's at. That's where she told me she was walking at, and that's where I found her by a dumpster. Because she had said that Anna had left her.
Okay. And then what happened while you were with her there by Petco?
I picked her up, and the first thing I said, what? Like, obviously I was like worried. I was like, the first thing I said was like, what happened? Why did Anna leave you? Stuff like that. And she was just crying, yelling about that Anna, she was explaining to me, trying to explain to me why they got in a fight. She said that Anna didn't want her to drive because Anna said that they were both fucked up. And she said, I'm more sober. Yanira said, I'm more sober than you. And Anna said, I think something, she said something, and then she goes, that Anna said, fuck you to Yanira. That's when Yanira said, I think she said no to Yanira, and they kept going at it, and I think that's when something, Anna said, fuck you to Yanira. Yanira said, then fuck you then, and stuff like that. And then Anna's like, all right, then you stay your ass, or something like that, you stay here, or something like that, she said, and she left her.
So basically, Yanira's telling you that she was in an argument with Anna over who's driving.
Over just the driving,
Okay.
because Yanira was saying that she was sober, but clearly she wasn't, because she was, I could smell the freaking alcohol off her. But she said she was just a sober, and then she said, I don't want to, she goes, I have a newer car than you anyways, why are you not going to drive that piece of shit? That's what she told me. Then she said.
Were you guys sitting in your car when you're having this conversation, or standing outside, or?
No, we were in my car.
Okay.
Yeah. And then she was going off about the whole, how could somebody do that, like her friend, like how could a friend do that to you? Then she was going off saying that she spent $80 on her birthday. Yanira spent $80 on Anna's birthday, which was not that long ago. I think about the 26th or something like that. It was February. Mm-hmm. Around that time when it was her birthday, I think. I'm not sure. But she said that she spent over $80 on her birthday. But when it came to her, all Anna did was spend like $40. She said that she always does this. She always goes all out for the people she cares about, loves, and nobody ever does that for her. She was just saying like stuff like that, like that she was so caring, and yet Anna was just like, how could she do that? Like, how could she just leave her like that? Because that's what I thought, that Anna left her. Like, that's what she told me.
Did Yanira ever leave your car and go back to the group of friends, or meet up with the other friends?
Not at all.
Did she ever go back to Papa's after
that? Not at all. I literally, like, you know, she was like she wanted to go back. I just told her, like, when we got to her place, that's when she realized that she had lost her debit card, and then she wanted to take her keys and get in her car. That's why she wanted to go home, because she goes, let's go home so I can get, you know, my car and stuff like that. So, and I told her, I was like, well, you can't, I'm not gonna let you drive like that, I'll go with you.
Okay.
And then she goes, and then, but she kept saying, like, bringing up different things at the same time, you know? And then that phone call happened, like, as soon as she got in my car, not that long after, that phone call happened with what I was telling you, with when the guy called on Snapchat.
So describe that phone call again to me. So this is why you guys were in your car?
Yeah.
Okay.
He calls, and he was saying, hey, is Anna with you? And Yanira said, I think she was saying no or something like that. I don't remember, but I said, hey, who's this? This is her man. But Yanira had the phone. I never took it away from her or anything like that. I just yelled it out pretty much. And then she hung up the phone on him.
Okay.
And then that's when I asked her about who was that, and she told me it was the mechanic guy. It was Anna's friend, the mechanic, who helped her fix her axles when her car got messed up and it wouldn't drive. And then I was like, oh, okay then. And then it kept going on back to the Anna conversation, where she was just really hurt by what Anna did to her, because she said that she's always been there for Anna, and then Anna just does that shit to her on her birthday. And I just kept going off about, this is why I told you about your fucking friends, you know, they like shit like that. That's why I was just telling her stuff like that about Anna, talking shit, because I've never liked her.
Okay.
But
did anyone else call or text her while you were sitting?
Oh, Anna called her, but later, like, I want to say an hour after that.
But while you were there in the car?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all.
How long did you guys stay there at that location talking about?
Like, it was probably brief. It was like probably 2-3 minutes, and then I drove off.
Okay.
Back to her place.
Okay. How did you leave the parking lot?
Which way did you go?
Yeah, sorry.
So, right, you know where the Petco's at?
Mm-hmm.
Where I told you I picked her up, and then Walmart in the parking lot. We drove through like Big Lots, Staple Plaza.
Yeah.
And we went all the way around, kind of like where the Burger King's at.
Yep.
That red light right there.
So you went over to the light by Burger King?
Yeah,
Okay.
and we dipped out that way.
Okay. Then you...
Describe the rest of the route to me.
We went all the way straight, because we took the back road to get to her apartments, like, you know where like Original Jay's is at?
Yeah.
The restaurant. We went, kept going straight that way. Then there's the four-way stop, and then we kept going straight, and all the way to like where there was an apartments, and there was like a little garden, like right that there we turned right to go to like there's another light, kind of like, I'm sorry if I'm bad at describing, but so there's the four-way stop. Then we kept going straight, and you know how the bank's over here by the four-way stop? We kept going straight, and again, there's those apartments, and then there's like that little park. It's like a Japanese garden or something like that. Yeah. Well, like instead of going straight to those apartments, we turned right to where the lights are at.
Okay, so you went to the stoplights.
The stoplights.
Okay, because some people will go further south, like you're explaining, and go to that park,
Yeah.
and then turn right, and
But
then,
no,
and then the stop sign.
We went to the lights.
Traffic light,
Yeah,
okay.
traffic lights. And then from there, we turned to go head toward direction to her apartment,
Okay,
where Heron Creek is at.
okay, so you continued down Division from the light, and then you took the left on 9th,
I think so, yeah.
and then directly into the apartments?
Directly
Okay.
into her apartments. And then we parked all the way to the backside, where kind of where her car was at, parked.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar where her car was parked, but.
Oh, okay.
I guess, was her car parked in front of where her stairway, is she on, what floor is she on, I guess I should say?
She's on the first floor.
So she's on the ground level?
Yeah.
Okay. Is there?
No, actually the stairs, they go up the stairs, so I mean like, that's what I mean, yeah.
Is her car parked in front of the stairs where she
No.
goes up?
No, usually like she'll park on the side of like the apartment complexes. There's like her apartment's right here in front, and then there's like another parking lot here. She usually will park over there if somebody parks there, you know. So she always has like,
Okay.
because obviously those are the first ones that people take.
Do you know what building number she's in? They're numbered 1 through 4.
I think it was 205. I've never actually paid attention to it. I think it was 205. I-2, like 1205 or something like that.
Okay. And describe where you parked in the complex then.
Well, not that far from where her car was at, literally kind of like in front, like, so the parking lot, you know, we go in, there's a parking lot, her car was like right here, I think I was like over here, so.
Okay.
You know.
So if you come up 9th, there's 2 entrances into the complex. You can take the first one, and you're kind of driving in between apartments and storage units.
That's where we took, yeah.
Okay, you didn't take the next one that takes you in front of the manager's office?
No.
Okay. And then, so describe what happened after you guys got to the apartments.
Well, we stopped and we parked a little bit. You know, I hugged her and kissed her and stuff like that. She was happy to see me, but she was also like still, I'm telling you, she was devastated mostly about the whole Anna thing. I feel like she really didn't care I was there. Not in a bad way, just because I was just more worried about what happened to her. So I didn't really like try to be like, oh hey, I'm here for you, nothing like that. I was just listening to her because she was a little pretty upset with me still about, like, you know, she was drunk, so she was talking about our relationship, the shit that I put her through, the shit that we've been through. And then she was also talking about Anna, and then that's when she talked about she was looking for her debit card, she was looking for her keys because she dropped them in my car. And she was looking for them. I was like, did you even bring your keys? I was like, and she goes, oh, I brought them. And she was looking for them. And then she was looking through her, she has a brown bag where she puts her phone in. And she has her cards in there. And that's when she noticed her debit card was missing. And then that's when she was like, I want to go back to Papa's. And I told her, well, let's go, I'll take you. But then she goes, no, I'm going to drive. And she got her keys. And she wanted to go. And I told her, let's just get off real quick. And then, you know, you can want to, like, so we can get off real quick, and but I'm not going to let you drive your car. I was like, you need to rest because you're really fucked up. And then every time I'd say something, she was like, it didn't make sense what she was saying, because again, she was like going, like I even asked her this question about, I said, who are you with or something like that, and she goes, shh, not in front of the desk. And I was like, what desk? She goes, that's the one, that's where my employees work or something like that. And I was like, what are you talking about? And she goes, oh, she started laughing. She goes, oh, I'm talking about my job. I thought that's what you were asking me a question about my job. I was like, no, I'm asking who you with, like, you know. So I'm saying she was like all kinds of like, I'm telling you, she was like bringing up a bunch of different things. And then we went back to her house. She opened up the door and everything like that. We were walking over there. We were hugging while we were walking over there, you know, holding hands and stuff like that. And then she kept telling me, I can't believe you came to see me, you know, like stuff. Like she was pretty happy. And we went to her apartment and she started crying again. We were kissing, she was crying, she was hugging me and telling me she was glad I was there, but then she was still sad about the whole fucking Anna, just going off on Anna, saying like she's a fucking bitch. How could she do that to her? She goes, if she didn't come apologize to me, I want her to be on her fucking knees. Like stuff like that, you know, like just talking major crap about Anna. And then I kept telling her, I told you Anna's not a good fucking friend. And you know, she left you just because like that, just because you guys were fighting. What'd you tell her? Because I told her, I know how you get when you're drinking. She goes, no, she just fucking, you know, and then, because she thought I was probably getting aggressive with her, because I was asking her, what'd you do, stuff like that. She goes, you can fucking leave too if you want. She goes, just like everybody always fucking leaves me in my fucking life. She goes, my baby daddy was right. She goes, no one's ever gonna love me, no one's ever gonna be there for me. Like, just going and stuff like that, saying that nobody was there for her. And I told her, I'm fucking here. What are you, like, I'm here for you right now. What are you talking about? And she goes, I've always been there for you. And then she goes, I don't care, you can leave if you want. And then we went to go lay down. And I'm not gonna lie, we did have sex.
Okay. I was gonna ask you that. That was one of my questions.
We did have sex. Because she got like, you know, like we got to the point where she was crying. She was talking about how she missed me.
When was the last time you had sex prior to that night?
So I think it was like the week before, either the last week before February, or what was it? I'm trying to think, because we got in a fight at a bar because she saw me taking pictures with 2 girls.
Were you guys up in Moses or else somewhere?
No, we were in Pasco at Tequila's.
Okay.
And I didn't know she was gonna be there. She was out with her friend Anna, and we didn't have sex that day or even after that, but I'm trying to think of a day before that where we did have sex, because it was around that week, give or take.
How many? So then,
It was like the last 2 weeks of February, so like this is probably the second to last week of February. Yeah.
So 3 weeks at the most, then maybe.
Probably,
Okay.
yeah. Because after that night, what happened at Tequila's, I went, it was on a Friday, I went Saturday to go see her because I wanted to apologize for those pictures and stuff like that, because I did live right in front of her at Tequila's.
Okay.
And I showed up there, and then pretty much that day, she just said that whatever she cried for me that night that was it. She had nothing, she didn't want nothing to do with me, she didn't love me anymore. She goes, you ruined that. She goes, if you would have saw what I saw, she goes, you'd feel the same way. So then that's pretty much when she told me that she was done, she wanted nothing to do with me, like she was just, you know, and I'm not gonna lie, I was like, you know, kind of
How'd that make you feel when she said she
I was actually more fucking, like, I'm embarrassed to say, but I was actually crying to her, like, trying to beg her, like, no, please, like, give me another chance to, like, whatever, you know, like, let's work on us, like, you know, I'll do whatever you want. And now she just was being, like, the coldest. She was like, no, she goes, I'm telling you, just go, I'm gonna go out that night. She wasn't go out with her Anna, her sisters, and all that. And I was like, you don't have no ounce of love for me? And she goes, not at all, not at all. And I was like, all right. So I, like, kind of pretty much wiped up my tears, and I was just, like, stalling that whole day, because I was like, come on, like, you know, I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty much being a little about it, and, like, I was gonna say pussy about it the whole day, and then, yeah, when I just finally, so I was like, all right, she's done with me, like, all right. So I told her, all right, then. So I left, and I didn't talk to her. It was that Saturday night she went out. I went out too, but Hermiston. And then Sunday came around, and we didn't talk all day. And she had sent me a message through, like, a different text app, because she had blocked me off everything. And I put it on silence, unknown callers, whatever, because I didn't want her to, like, send me pictures if she was out and stuff like that. Because she's like that. And I told her, just please respect me when I was leaving. Like, that day when I was leaving, I said, please respect me. Don't send me stuff like that. It would just hurt more, you know? And I'm telling her she was cold that day, so I was like, all right, then that's it for us. And I left. So, like I said, that Saturday night she went out, I went out. Sunday we didn't talk at all. She sent me a message with just a black heart through a different texting app or something, because she would use texting apps to get a hold of me. And then Monday comes around, and she calls me. Like, she found a way to call me. And she was talking, like, she would make fake Snapchats too, to get my attention, to try to get me, because she would send me messages, but I can't accept messages from people unless I add them as a friend on Snapchat. Mm-hmm. And she had sent me a message, a Snapchat account saying Yanira Gastelum. So to catch my attention, she told me. And so I still didn't want to, like, sometimes I was like, I didn't want to fall for that bait, because what if I click on it and then one of the messages is she sent me pictures of her with a dude or something. I don't want to see nothing like that. So I just unaccepted it. But it was actually, she told me it was a whole paragraph, told me how she was sorry about that day, that she does love me. She was thinking about me that day on Saturday, and then Sunday all along she called Anna saying she was crying to her. I guess she cried that Saturday night talking about she missed me, everything like that. You know, stuff like that, you know. So
was this last weekend?
Earlier this week, the Monday. when she called me.
Okay.
Yeah. And then the whole week we were trying to like, I was still being stubborn about that day. I was like being prideful. I was like, nah, you treated me like shit. You know, so I'm like, I'm respecting you. I'm letting you live your life. You know, that's what you wanted. But we were still like trying to, I don't know, we were just talking. And then Tuesday or Wednesday, I think she finally had it where I told her I didn't want nothing to do with her because how she treated me that day. And I was giving her crap. I'm like, no, you just, you did really hurt me. And she goes, you always bring that up that I hurt you and stuff like that. And she was dropping off baskets to her mom. I don't know what day that was, but it was either Tuesday or Wednesday, where she called me fucking crying because she was upset about us and everything that I was telling her. I was telling her just that I didn't want to be with her no more, stuff like that. And it was one of those, like I said, her mom might know, but she dropped off Easter baskets to her kids or something like that. That's what she told me. And that day she was crying and she was driving fast on the highway. And she said she didn't care anymore. She was just gonna like, pretty much like that. Like just wait until a semi, like, you know, drive into a semi or something. And I think she was probably lying because I could, every time she would turn down her window, you can hear when a window goes down. I think she was just trying to be dramatic, and but I was like still worried. I was like, hey, no, what the fuck, don't do that, because like the same way I told you I'd fucking try to do that to myself, you stopped me for stupid, you know?
What do you mean you did that to yourself?
No, like I was trying to, like Dave, when I was being begging her, I was like, oh, you know, fucking, I don't want to be here no more, just saying stuff like that. I don't want to be here no more, like I can't live without you, stuff like that. I was telling her. So that day, pretty much, she was kind of doing the same on the phone call though. And she goes, I was like, what's that noise? Is that your window? She goes, no, that's me driving fast. I'm like, that's your window, turn up your window, you know? And she goes, no, I'm driving fast. She was crying, she was yelling on the phone, saying that she's just like tired of it, she doesn't want to be here anymore. She wants to be with her dad, nobody gives a fuck about her, I don't give a fuck about her. Saying, all I ever did was love you, you don't care about me. She goes, I was trying to get back with you, you don't want to get back with me. And I ended up just calming her down to the point where she's like, she was crying, like where she was frantic to like just slowly, like, you know, wiping her tears away. You can hear it. And I told her, like, you know, I love you, I care about you, I told her, either way, if we're not together, I can't live this world without you. So like, whatever, you know, don't, like, you told me, you stopped me from doing it, because of course I care about you.
And this was just this last week?
This past week, yeah.
So
like,
a couple days
the
prior
Saturday,
to you coming to her
so
birthday?
like, her sisters went out on the Saturday. Like, she went out with her coworker, Anna, and then she said her sisters and her aunt. So whatever Saturday that was, I think it was last week, I want to say it was last weekend. And then Monday is when we started talking, when she got a hold of me. So within this week is when all that was going down, so we were trying to, you know. But then yesterday, or the day before, when we were talking on the phone, you know, stuff like that, because of me being the way I was, kind of being prideful and not wanting to be with her, kind of was changing her attitude towards me too, where she didn't want to, she goes, yeah, I don't want to be with you. And I was in the movie theater texting her, telling her, oh, so you're done then? I was like, because if you're done, then all right, then. Because I just want to know if you're done, then fine, I'll leave you the hell alone. And she goes, yeah, I'm done. And then I kept bugging her that day, texting her saying, so you are done, you know, like, and then she was saying, no, I'm not done, I didn't say that. Like, it was just back and forth with us that day.
Well, let's jump back to, you drove her back to the apartment, you're in the apartment, you said you guys did have sex.
Yeah.
Go from there, what happened after that?
That's when we were laying down, and then we were talking about our relationship, everything we've been through. But she was still pretty drunk, so she was talking about that she wants to go get her card. She kept talking about her debit card because she left that pop up. So I was like, well, let's go get it then. And then I was like, what time did they close? And she goes, I don't know, 1 or 2. And I was like, it's a weekday, it's Thursday, wasn't it? Or it's Thursday. Yeah.
Did they stay open late because they got?
Yeah. So I told her it's Thursday. So did they close? And she goes, yeah, they closed at 1 or 2. She was telling me. So I was like, okay, well, let's go, we'll get it. So I remember I went to the bathroom and I was getting dressed. And I needed to go bathroom anyway, so I was getting dressed while she was getting dressed. And she put on her gray sweatpants and her gray shirt that she was wearing that night. And then I think she was gonna get her slippers on or her shoes, I don't remember. And then I told her, let's go, you know? But then she goes, I don't know where she switched up. She goes, no, I'm gonna go get it. She goes, I don't need you to come with me. And I was like, why? And then she started being cool with me. She was like, told me, no, because you don't fucking care about me, this and that. I was like, whoa. I was like, where did this come from? Like, I was like, we just literally were just laying down and being good. And she was telling me that, going back to the Anna thing, talking about how Anna, she goes, oh, that bitch tried to call me. And she showed me the call log where Anna called her. And then she goes, fuck that. She goes, I want her to beg to me, this and that. And I was just like, because it was going all over, you know what I mean? Like the conversations, like it wouldn't even stay on one topic. It was just going back to the whole Anna thing. And Anna did try to call her, and I was like, and she goes, oh, she only called me fucking once. If she really cared, she would call me more than once, try to get, you know what I mean? And she doesn't care where the fuck I'm at. She goes, fuck that. I'm gonna go see her right now. I want to, you know, like she wanted to fight her. And I was like, you need to calm down. Like you need to relax. You need to chill. Like I'm sure by tomorrow you guys are gonna be fucking friends again. You guys are just drunk. I'm sure she didn't mean it. You didn't mean it. And she goes, fuck that. You sticking up for her? And I was like, no. Like I'm just trying to fucking tell you because I was like kind of getting annoyed at it. I was like, come on. Like I'm trying to be here for you and stuff like that. And she goes, oh, you don't have to fucking be here for me. And she goes, just like anybody else, they can fucking leave out of my life. I don't give a fuck. Just going off like that. And I remember I was trying to calm her down, and I hugged her, and she was hugging me, but she was still going off about Anna, and then about her debit card too, that she wanted to go back. And I told her, look, we'll just call them, and because the best thing, we'll call them. If they have it, we'll save it for you. If you don't want me to take you, you come tomorrow, and you grab your debit card. They'll hold it for you. I'm sure they will. What if Anna probably has it? I was like, Anna probably has your fucking debit card.
Did you guys call Papa's?
I told her she should call, because I don't.
But did you call for her at all?
No, I didn't.
You don't call?
Because we were talking. I was just saying, like, middle of the talking, and she was like talking to me. She was okay, and I was just going to just call them, you know, like that. I didn't think about actually like calling them. I was just telling her like, you know, that that's the best way we can call them. I was like, or maybe Anna has your card and stuff like that. And she goes, oh fuck that bitch. And I was like, no, just call Papa's and get, you know, your debit card, or if you want, I can take you right now. And she kept saying that she didn't want me to take her. I was like, okay, then that she wanted to take her card. So I told her, no, you're not driving anywhere, where's your keys at? And she gave me her keys, but then she goes, either way, I still have another set in my drawer. And I was like, okay, so I was like, here, just take your keys, and if it's, like, you know what I mean? Because she said she has another set to her car. So I gave her back her keys, and then and I put it in with her bag. She grabs it and she puts it in her bag. I put it in her bag, I gave it to her, and then she goes, and I was like, just calm down. She went to go lay down. Or she was sitting on her bed. I was sitting next to her, and we were laying there talking. But then she brought up the whole thing about those two chicks. I was like, because I was telling her you're talking to guys and stuff like that. And she goes, were you talking to guys at Papa's? And she goes, you were talking to girls. I was like, yeah, but I was like, then why did you come back to my life and tell me that, you know, you miss me and all that stuff, and then just to keep confusing me and keep playing with me? I was like, you know, because if you're talking to guys, I've always told you, I'll respect that. You know, if that's what you want to do with your life, then I'll go start doing my life too. I was like, because we're both young and we're both like, you know, we have our lives going. Like, you know, I have all my friends over here. Everybody, like, you know, every time they always invite me to go out and stuff like that. I was like, so if you're trying to like fucking, you know, and I don't have problems getting girls, you don't have problems getting guys, I told her. I was like, but if you're coming back into my life after you told me that Saturday you don't want nothing to do with me, then you come back on a Monday and call me, trying to get a hold of me, telling me that you love me, you want to have my baby, this and that. And then that's when she cut me off and she talked about that baby thing I was telling you, that she hasn't had her period. And she goes, oh, that's another thing I want to tell you. She goes, I missed my period because she's supposed to get it at the beginning of the month. And I told her, what do you mean? She goes, it's still the beginning of the month. I was like, it's really the 3rd. And she goes, no, I'm supposed to always get it on the 1st. And I was like, maybe it's late. You've always been like that. Your period's always been weird. And then she goes, no. She goes, I could be pregnant. And she goes, what would you do if I was pregnant? I was like, well then, you know, what would you want to do? I was like, and she goes, I only want it if you'd be in my life. I was like, because we would talk about trying to have a baby. Like, she would even say that too. Like, she would want one. And then we'd come to her conclusion. We're like, no, we don't want one. And then we just back and forth with it. So that day she thought that if she had a baby, she thought I was going to just bail on her like her baby daddy. I told her, no, like.
If she was pregnant, would it be yours? Or would there be any reason it would be someone else's?
Nah. Like I said, I mean, if she was doing stuff behind my back, then. But most of the time we're always on the phone calls, talking for like hours. So I doubt, you know, but maybe, you know, but I always trusted her on that because I know she wouldn't fucking do that to me either. Like, I always feel like she wouldn't just tell me, oh, you know, it's your baby, and then it's somebody else's. Like, I don't think she was that cold like that. She was a good person. Like, I wouldn't say like something like that, you know. Like, I would not fucking think she would do that to me at all. She would always say that if she had sex with somebody, she wouldn't do it raw with them because she knows they would come back to each other. I'll tell them, well, yeah, like, you know, because just like she said, I was a good person. I'm saying, well, I always told her, like, you're a good person too. You know, so I know we'll come back to each other. Even if I had sex with other people, you had sex with other people, I know that at the end of the day, we always came back running to each other. So, like, if we blocked each other, that's what I'm saying. If we have each other blocked and stuff, eventually she'll come back calling me, or I'll end up getting a hold of her and we'll talk like that, you know? But I have no doubt that if she was to be pregnant, it'd be mine. I know she wouldn't do that to me. She's not like that at all.
Okay, so how the rest of the night or early morning go?
Oh, that's when it was getting close to where I was going to start leaving. Because, again, she was upset still about what I did to her. She says...
And what did you do to her what did you do to upset her again?
No, again, because she was tipsy, man. She was like, I'll say something, like, because, again, I was talking about, like, after that, I asked her, so you want to be with me even though you're talking to guys and stuff like that?
Okay.
When I said that, she goes, don't act like you, she goes, she goes, don't act like you don't have shit. She goes, I know if I look through your Snapchat, I'll see women and stuff like that. And she goes, I'm trying to remember what she talked about me, what she said about me. She said, I know if I go through your phone, you see bitches. I'll see bitches on the same way I have guys on my Snap. And then she goes, I'm just an image of what you made me. That's what she told me. And she always told me that. She goes, if I'm like this, it's because of how you were with me. And that's when I told her, okay, then, and then I was like, okay, then I get it, you know. And then when I was saying that, she just kept going off about me and everything I've done to her. Again, going back to when I hit her, from those times when I did hit her, the times when we'd fight, yell at each other, put each other down. The way I had her in the summer, I guess in the summer she said that she was afraid of me. Not afraid of me like in a physical way, just afraid of me that I'll call wherever she was at, and she'll be out, and she'll be afraid that I'll catch her being out or something like that. And I remember she said she would hang out with Naomi, one of her friends from Atlanta. She used to live in Wenatchee, and she was talking about that time, like in the summer, the whole summer she was going out with her friends and stuff. So there was times when I'd call her during those times, and she would like run back to her, drive all the way where she was at, back to her house, just so, you know, she can pick up the phone and be like, oh, I'm just coming back from my mom's or something. So she was talking about that. She goes, the summer I was afraid of you because every time you'd call me, I didn't want you to catch me being out and stuff like that. She goes, you didn't let me do anything. We weren't together in the summer. You didn't let me do anything. I was like, we didn't let each other do anything. We were both toxic, I told her. And she goes, you're fucking toxic. And she goes, I might be a little bit toxic, but you're fucking toxic. And again, I was just like, I was letting her just like, I didn't want to explode anything. And I was like, look, your neighbors are going to hear. I don't want to fucking, like, because they've always heard us fight. I'm sure they have. And she goes, no, he goes, I don't care. And she goes, they've already fucking heard everything. She goes, I'm just tired of how you've always been with me and everything like that. She goes, you didn't fucking care. She goes, you didn't care about me. She goes, you left me. She always said that. She always told me that I always left her. So she kept saying that. She goes, you always left me alone. You always did this. And then I was just trying to calm her down. I said, okay, you're right. I know I'm a piece of shit. I've done the worst to you, everything like that. He goes, but I've always loved you. I always cared for you. I was like, if you told me right now you don't want nothing to do with me, then I'll leave you alone. I said, if you want to live your life, go ahead, you know. Because like, I didn't mean to disrupt your fucking birthday at all. Sorry for blowing you up. I told her, you know, I just care about you. I do love you. Obviously, I'm going to get jealous. She goes, you get jealous with me too all the time. I was like, well, again, that's just, we've always been that way. Just because I love you, that's why. And when she was realizing that I was calming her down, I wasn't fighting with her, she was like calming her pace down too. And then we ended up like hugging and kissing. I told her, look, I'll leave. I was like, because I did tell her I could stay, but she told me that she had to work in the morning and that she was going to have to pick up her kids. I was like, okay, then I'll leave then. And she goes, okay. And then again, she'll go back to the whole Anna thing. She goes, man, fucking Anna better apologize to me tomorrow, the next day. Mm-hmm. And I told her, I'm sure you guys will be fine. You know what I mean? Just don't leave anywhere. And she still had her clothes on and her shoes on because, again, we had got dressed. So when I was leaving, I remember I was giving her a hug and everything like that. She was still upset about that, her debit card, and then still again with me. But she wasn't yelling at me or nothing, told me shit no more. And I hugged her, everything like that, I kissed her. And then I told her, I'll message you, I'll let you know when I get home. And then when I got in my car, I walked downstairs, go to my car, and I stayed in the area a little bit to like make sure she wasn't going anywhere because she was pretty adamant about trying to go back. And I remember I was driving around. I drove around like back and forth the apartment complex to make sure that she was gonna not leave, because I was worried about that, because she was super drunk, man. Even after like she reeked of it. She was still drunk. She said she wasn't. She was on tipsy. She was, but I'm fine. I'm sober. I was like, you're not sober. I was like, you're drunk as hell. And so that's why I was trying to make sure. Like I drove. I had left a little bit. Went around the block real quick. Like so her apartment complex is right here. You can go this way, and then you can turn to like go to.
When you say this, where you're going back down the hill or up the hill?
Down the hill.
Okay.
So yeah, so I'm sorry. So to go down the hill, like down the hill, how you go to the banks and all that stuff, or there's like a way to go, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went that way, and then went in the roundabout.
Which way is that way?
So I'm guessing if I'm driving from her
You
place,
went away from downtown.
Yeah, I went to the roundabout, and then
Okay.
came back to her place
Okay.
to make sure, because I was gonna leave, because I was gonna take that roundabout to go to like Taco Bell, McDonald's, and all that. Where like because I always take that way to leave, and I was gonna take that way to go to like, but I took the roundabout. I'm gonna go make sure, and I drove back all the way to her apartment complex. Went inside, drove all the way back, like went inside to the apartment complex, drove all the way back, saw her car, turned around, and I left. So I was like, okay, then she's not, she didn't leave or anything. And then that's when I left back to, I went back down the same route, took the roundabout, and then drove off to like where McDonald's and Taco Bell's and all that stuff. And then I left from there.
Okay.
What time do you think that was?
I want to say, I could slowly see the sun coming out, so I don't remember.
So it was pretty late then in the morning.
Well, it was still kind of dark, so that's what I'm saying. It wasn't like bright or anything like that, but
Yeah.
I don't know, man. Like I want to say 5:30, 6 maybe.
Okay. It's a long time compared to what you told us yesterday.
Yeah, well, like I said, I didn't want to admit the whole sex thing. I was going to tell you guys
Fair
anyway,
enough.
but
Fair enough.
yeah,
I understand.
Yeah,
I
but
understand.
When you went out the roundabout going towards McDonald's, that area, how did you get out of that area? Did you take a right and go by Taco Bell and McDonald's, or did you continue to the light and then go south on 17?
oh yeah, I took that. Like I left from McDonald's and everything to go back to like Pasco and stuff like that.
So you're right at the light, and McDonald's is right there on your right-hand side? Okay. Just how did you get home? Did you make any stops on the way home?
Not at all. I went
Okay,
straight home.
none at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
I went straight home. I was pretty tired myself, so.
It's what route do you take to go home then?
All the way straight to Pasco, and then Pasco, I go to Kennewick through the Blue Bridge, and then just go straight to Kennewick through like all the traffic lights, all that stuff, like passing, like I think it's Columbia Drive or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think
All that, just
So you go all the way through the lights?
all the way through
Okay.
the lights, every single thing, just to go to the back to straight to Hermiston. That was it. And then I take every time when I go to Hermiston, I just take the freeway all the way to my sister's, because it literally just goes straight to my sister's.
Okay.
What were you wearing that day?
A flannel, a 4-color flannel,
4-color flannel. Pants?
black.
What kind of shoes?
My Nikes, my red dead socks. They're called dead socks. They're like ones. They're Nike ones. Dead stocks, what they're called.
You said the red? You said the red?
Mhm.
You still have all this stuff?
Yeah, I still have all this stuff.
Any particular hat?
This hat.
Do you have keys to the apartment?
Not at all.
Are you on the lease at all?
On hers?
Yeah.
No, not at all.
Okay.
She always wanted to give me an extra key to her house, but she never
Okay.
did.
Because I know you guys have had an apartment before. I didn't know if you were on
Yeah.
lease. Okay.
When she was trying to leave and you kept circling back, to ensure she didn't leave, did you take her keys?
No, she locked her door and everything like that. Like when I was leaving, I didn't have her keys or anything like that. Like I said, I left. She was adamant. So like I said, before I left, she had given me her keys, right? But when she was looking through her brown bag or whatever, I grabbed it and her phone wasn't in the brown bag. So I put it in there. I was like, here, just put that away, like, because we went to go sit down. And she had it in her bag when we were sitting down on the bed. And that's when we were having the whole conversation and stuff on the bed, you know.
You didn't take her phone either.
No.
What kind of phone does she have?
I don't even know where she left her phone, because when we got in there, she put it down somewhere. Like when she kept picking it up, she kept putting it everywhere. So I don't know. She has like my phone, but one with the 2 cameras, I think, because mine has 3. So it's an iPhone 11, probably just the normal 11. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. When you got home, what'd you do?
I just went to sleep. I was tired.
Yeah.
I actually, like I said that day, yesterday, I kept messaging her, calling her, because I thought she blocked me.
Okay.
Like, you know, I mean, I think she did, because when I kept calling her and stuff like that, messaging her, I even sent her messages like, you blocked me, all that stuff. Like, I was like, wow, after we just had sex and everything like that. And I kept blowing her up, messaging her, calling her, and stuff like that. And then I went home, and I was still trying to, I was like tossing and turning, because I was like, why the fuck she not messaging me? So I was messaging her, calling her. But at the same time, I was like still tired, and I'll sleep a little bit, wake up, look at my phone, still nothing back. I kept messaging her, calling her. I think that went on until like the afternoon. And then when I finally said, I left her a voicemail too, saying that, all right, then, no, if you don't like it, because I'm just trying to get a hold of you. If you're not want to like message me anything, at least just tell me that or something. I was like, all right, but I'll leave you alone. I left like a pretty long voicemail. And I said, and the last thing I said, I was like, all right, well, then I'll just leave you alone. So just please call me. Like, that's what I was just like, you know, because I was like pretty butthurt about the whole thing. I was like, why the fuck, like, you blocked me, you know? And then I just realized that my messages weren't going through, like, you know, like, it would say delivered, then it wouldn't say delivered no more. So that's why I was pretty hurt about that. I was like, what the fuck, you're not answering me? And then I slept that day for a little bit, woke up, and then just had my sister just chilling there, still like, just getting on Facebook, stuff like that. Just being on my phone until, when later in the day when my mom told me about what was going on. That's when I got a hold of police and stuff like that yesterday. Yeah.
Okay. You didn't go anywhere though that next day?
Last night, yeah. Just last night.
Just last night. Where'd you go to?
The bar.
Okay.
With friends. They invited me. I wasn't really up for it, but that's when I was talking to you guys on the phone, I think, because I was getting changed at the same time. That's why I can hear. That's what probably sound like while I was in and out. But they invited me to the bar, and it was gonna be a friend's birthday party. But I told them I don't know if I just want to go have a drink. I said, and then we ended up going to Cozy's. I was supposed to meet them at Midway. It's a bar, but I didn't. They wanted to play pool. I wasn't up for it at all because I was like, I'm not gonna lie, dude, I'm fucking worried about that whole situation with Yanira. And I'm over here like, they want to go play pool. I told them, no, if anything, I just want to get a beer, maybe, you know, a beer or two. And I was like, I'll meet you guys at Cozy's. And I was supposed to be, you know, while you guys were calling me, that's when I was supposed to leave. And I messaged my friend, I said, hey, I'll just meet you guys, or come get me later, you know. And he's like, all right, just come get me if you guys go to Cozy's, you know. But I had to send him that just because I was on the phone with you guys. I didn't want to dip out or anything like that. And then after that phone call, I was still kind of there. Even my brother-in-law and my sister had showed up because the cops had came yesterday too to talk to me.
Oh.
And not that long after you guys called me.
Oh, okay.
I got a phone call. So then after that phone call with you guys, my brother-in-law and my sister, I sat down and I was just like, I didn't even want to go out, you know. And my brother was like, you're not gonna go out? He goes, hey, are you gonna go out with Anthony? I'm like, I don't know, dude. I was just like, I didn't even put on my shoes or nothing. And that's when he told me, he goes, oh yeah, Anthony was out there waiting for you. And I was like, I know. But yeah, that I ended up just calling him to, hey, if you're at Cozy's, come pick me up, you know, and we'll go have a drink. And then that's when I was at the bar yesterday at Cozy's.
He picked you up though? He picked you up?
He picked me up.
Okay.
He asked me, I told him, I was like, sorry bro, I was on the phone call, I was on the phone call and stuff, and he's like, okay, and he's not the type to ask questions. He's like, all right, cool, you know. And he goes, I understand. And he picked me up, and then we ended up driving to Cozy's, and we were there until they closed. Then we went to the next bar after, which is called Rancherito. And it's like a Mexican bar, but they stay a little bit long, like in 30 minutes extra longer.
Oh, really?
Or an hour longer usually.
Yeah.
So that's where usually everybody goes after that.
Okay.
We went there and then decided again, I was pretty much sipping on I had pretty much like 2 or 3 beers, not really enjoying myself at all, you know.
Yeah.
And then that was it. We were gonna go to my friend's birthday party, stuff that was still going on, but we didn't end up going, so we just ended up staying. I ended up going back home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Shit, I forgot what I was gonna ask. Does Anthony know about Yanira?
I briefly told him, I was like, my ex is missing, and he was like, what the fuck?
Had he ever met her before?
Nah, he never met her.
Have any of your friends met Yanira?
None of my friends, just my family.
Okay.
Yeah, like we had when we first got together and stuff like that. You know, birthday parties, stuff like that. But not my friends.
Okay. Has she ever been to the house you're at right now?
No, not at all. I didn't even tell her where I lived.
Okay.
She thought I lived in Kennewick.
Oh, really?
Because she was the type that would just show up and like want to fight.
Oh, really?
So I didn't tell her when I was moving out, because I know that if she saw me moving on Facebook or something, she would show up to my house. And
Okay.
wherever that, she did that to me a couple of times already, to my family, like my brothers, a long time ago, like a year ago, say a year and a half ago, where she showed up to my brothers looking for me. So when I was moving out from Moses Lake, I didn't want to tell her. I told her I was living with a friend in Kennewick. But,
Okay.
yeah.
So I guess let me try to summarize all this and try to get it to where I can understand it and you can understand it. Okay. First and foremost, I can see that you're concerned about her, right?
Oh, of course, man.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
You told me yesterday that you still love her, and you're concerned about her, and you want her to be well off. Okay. And I think that's apparent for everybody. I think most importantly, her family.
Like I said, like I understand why you guys are asking me questions and stuff, and I don't mind, dude. Like I said, I'm sorry if I'm not all there, like fucking.
Okay. And that's why.
And I'm trying, I'll be honest about it. You know, like I said yesterday, I was kind of just, I didn't really want to say the sex thing, but we did have sex.
Fair
You know,
enough.
but
Fair enough.
other than that, stuff like
and that I
that.
can understand.
Yeah.
That I can understand. And believe me, I was going to ask about it today too. And
Because I'm not gonna say,
Not-
oh, I sat there for a couple hours, just us talking. Like,
Yeah.
no, we had sex.
we don't. Excuse me if it comes off, as rude or we don't mean to be intrusive. Like
No,
that.
I
But,
know.
I mean, when she calls and she says something happened, we need to get your side of the story.
That's why I was just like, because I did search her up, and I saw that whole report thing, and what people were saying and stuff. I was like, what the heck? Nobody saw me pick her up. Nobody saw, like, you know what I mean? That's why I was like, a lot of this stuff's not even, like, most of that stuff's not even true. Like, the abusiveness, it was like mostly me. Like, I have scratch marks on here that she scarred me from when we fought. And that time when I hit her, I pushed her off me. I never punched her or anything like that. I would just push her off me where she would fall and hit something. And I know it was a shitty thing. And one time I did hit her with my shoes, because she was also, she was pretty abusive too with me. Like, I would take him, obviously, but there was a time where she would freaking hit me really bad, where I would just fucking be stupid and end up hitting her back. Like with my shoes one time, I just fucking swung at her and hit her in the neck. And,
I understand that.
but it was like, but I know the shit that I've done. Like, I'm not saying I'm a fucking saint, man, but, I do love her. I care about her, man. Like, so.
And it's apparent.
So the whatever the hell.
To see her for her birthday.
Like, and whenever she needed me, like the time with her card too, like I told her I'll fucking drive to her. Even Anna didn't want her to call me because she didn't want me to fucking go over there if everything could get handled. Because she was crying, saying that she had walked all the way from leaving Moses Lake to back to her apartment. And so I'm saying, like, dude, I've always worried about her. Like, I told her I'll always be there no matter what, even if we're once together. Like, like, I even got this tattoo just to dedicate it to her. Like, and like, damn, man, like. I'm saying, like, that's why I'm like, fuck, like, I am devastated about us. Obviously, I am a jealous guy, but pretty much any guy is too,
Yeah.
Like, if you're talking to me, and then you're talking to other guys, like, obviously that's gonna, like, that's gonna hurt.
It's gonna strike a nerve with me.
But definitely it's not like we're, I know we always come back to each other. Like, no matter what, she'll see me talk to girls, I'd hurt her. I'll talk to girls, whatever, she'll talk to guys. But we've always been single, we've been single. It's just how it is. I always told her like that. Like, if you don't want to waste my time, I don't want to waste yours either. And then we always come back to each other. We block each other. The same shit. That's what I'm saying. Our relationship was pretty toxic, but we were like that. Like, we were always the type to just come back to each other and stuff like that. Like I said, she'll get a hold of me if we don't talk for like a week or a couple of days or whatever. And she finds a way to get a hold of me.
Okay.
Same with me with her,
Okay.
Well,
So, again, you told me you love her, you're concerned about her, you want to make sure she's all right. And you told me, hey, you've made mistakes in your past, right? And you've acknowledged those, and I can admit and agree that to some extent I get jealous too. And it's very frustrating, and I hate being that way, but it is who I am who I am. I can't control it, and I can't change anything, right?
but it's one of those things too that I would get mad, we'd fight about it, but it was always like, again, I'd fucking leave, and I always tell her, fine, then I'll fucking leave you alone. And the same shit like that, and then go back and again we'll fucking find a way to talk to each other again. That's why the time when she blocked me, when I left and I just saw that my message was going through. I was like, wow, you fucking blocked me. Like after we had sex and everything, you told me you love me. You told me you wanted to, you might be pregnant. You might want to keep it. All that stuff. Like, so I was pretty, like I said, I was butthurt about it. Like the next day, like, you know, or that day, but later that, you know, the whole day I kept checking my phone. I'm like, what the hell, like, you know. Even if I'm not messaging and stuff, I'm still checking my phone. I'm like, damn. I was like, wow, like, you know, I feel shitty about it, you know.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. So, I guess what I don't understand, or I guess where I'm having issues, and again, we want to help Yanira wherever she is, and we want to find her and make sure she's okay, right? That is the goal.
Right. Oh, yeah.
And for her family especially.
Mm-hmm.
But after speaking with her family and speaking with all her friends and the people who were there that night, right, it doesn't sound, to me it sounds different, right?
Mm-hmm.
Their perspective of this incident, of this night, is different than what you're telling me, right? And I can see how that can be misconstrued by different people, given your guys' relationship. It was different, it wasn't not normal, but it's different.
Look, like,
to say the least, right?
she would always tell her family one thing, but if you guys really, like, if you guys can pull up text message, you guys would see how she was with me too. Like, she was.
And I'm not saying that. But
No, I mean, like,
know,
not in a bad way. I'm saying, like, the good stuff, like, you know, she was lovey, caring with me and stuff like that. Like, you know, she'd cry to me, everything like that. You know, so, like, I'm saying, that's why, like, I know she'd always talk shit about me, but how she really was with me too, like, you know what I mean? Like, that's what I'm saying. She was really caring with me and stuff like that. Like, we were, you know, that was my best friend. She's my best friend. Like, I always told her, like, my best friend, Michelle, you know, she knows all that stuff with my baby mama, so I was telling her, you're my best friend, she's my best friend. But I know when we would get mad and fight and stuff, we'd go and obviously we talk shit, but like how she was too, when messages and calling me and stuff, like she was always like trying to look for me too, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Yeah. So I'm like, fuck, like, I know what her family and friends think of me and shit like that, because obviously I know, she's told me what she's told them. And I was like, why you, and she'll always say, oh, I'm never going to tell nobody our business, but she always does. And I was like, but you always told them your side, you never told them how you are with me too. But I always told her, but I get it how it is, because with my friends, I'm not going to be like, oh yeah, I'm this guy and this, like, you know? Yeah. So I get where you're coming from, man. I do.
Of course. Yeah. So, and again, this nothing here is personal. Nothing
I know,
personal, right? But you're the last person to meet her. You're the last person to have contact with her, as far as we can tell.
Yeah, I know.
So that's the reason for all this.
I know.
But what I don't understand, again, is the circumstances that they relay are different than yours, right?
So Anna never fought with her.
I'm not saying Anna didn't fight with her, right? I'm just saying the circumstances were different. Okay? So, with that, I have a hard time seeing how you loved her, right? I'm not saying you don't. I'm just saying, when you ask somebody what love is, right? It's all these lovey-dovey feelings, it's all these hugs and kisses and all that stuff. And I'm not saying that didn't exist with you guys. But what I'm saying is, there was other stuff going on.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And I do think at some point you were trying to surprise her for her birthday. That I do believe, right? But I don't think it's the way you said it was. Maybe you were trying to make her jealous. But to be honest, I think you got a little bit jealous too, right? Because I think you knew she was going to go out with other people.
Well, yeah, that's why. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
And I think you wanted to intercede in that, right? I think you wanted to interrupt that.
Yeah, I wanted to hang, like, I know if I would have been there, because before that she would told me that she'd want me to be down there, you know?
Yeah.
And I was just made it seem like, oh, I'm over here vacationing, whatever, just to make her jealous. But that night when she told me she was going out, and then I was like, okay, you know, she already told me she was going out.
Right.
But I don't like Anna, I never liked her, just because of how she was with me. Mm-hmm. And it's not because they go out and stuff, like, I go out too, listen.
Oh, perfect. Nobody move. Don't trip.
But yeah, I'm not gonna lie, yeah, that's one of the big reasons why I went, because I wanted to hang out with her, you know, like, especially if there was guys around, so I'm not gonna lie.
Okay,
yeah.
Everything you're saying, I understand, because I've been there.
Yeah.
Everything, right? And so because I've been there, I know that this isn't the first time.
But she was also telling me to, like, when I told her I was gonna go down there, like, I told her I flew out to see her or whatever. Mm-hmm. She did tell me, and she goes, oh, you coming? Then come then. She just told me when you get here, just come then. But I kept blowing her up.
Well, of course, yeah, she's gonna want to see you to some extent, right? And alcohol.
And then Anna, there was a phone call where Anna answered the phone, and she told me, can I just have her for one night? And I said, I'm already by Pasco.
Yeah.
And she goes, no, she told me I can go see her. And she goes, no, I get that. I get that. She kept saying that over and over again. That was pissing me off.
Yeah.
So then she hangs up on me. Then I keep calling back.
Right. That's frustrating. If someone hung up on me, I'd be pissed.
And I was like, what the hell? Like, you know, so am I wasting my time going over there? Because I was going to turn around too. I was like, well, I'm not going to go over there. And then they're not even where they're at. And then I was like, all right, then I'll just fucking go home. And then Anna, the engineer, calls me, telling me that she had stepped outside and that she was sorry about Anna and that she does want to see me. She goes, Anna doesn't speak for me. And she goes, when I told her you're coming, she rolled her eyes at me. That's what she said. Because I'm sure like they were fucking tired of hearing my bullshit, then hearing that she's gonna go hang out with me. You know what I mean? So I can see how that's fucking annoying to her friends and stuff. Because you know that's how she always told me, that she would talk shit about me, but then she would cry to me to her friends. And then they would just be there. But I'm telling her, I'm sure they're fucking tired of me telling her all our business. Like that's why I was told, why you always tell everybody our business if you're still gonna come back? Like if we're still gonna come back to each other.
Yeah.
That's why I don't tell nobody my business.
Right.
Because then they're gonna look at me as an idiot. Because my family didn't know. Like I don't tell them that, oh, me and Yanira been not enough. Like I just say we're done. But low key, I keep it to myself because it's like, you know, I don't want to look like a fucking idiot or a fool, you know. And then them judge me for it. But yeah, like I'm saying, I'm not gonna lie. That's the main reason why I was pretty jealous about it.
So for the sake of honesty, right? Let's be. I'll be honest with you every step of the way, as long as you're honest with me every step of the way. Okay. So for the sake of honesty, have you followed her around before?
Follow her around?
Yeah.
No,
Just
no.
to see where she's at and see
No,
what
no.
she's doing.
No.
Well, you told me earlier that she was scared that you would catch her at
No,
bars
but I
and
mean, like,
stuff like that.
I'm over here in Hermiston because, like, in the summer, I did go, like, traveling. I was traveling. So what she meant was, like, on the phone, like, she was gonna hear the background and stuff like that.
Oh.
Like, even Naomi, like, her friend Naomi, she can, you know, because she would drive all the way back to her house just because she was afraid that I was gonna catch her.
Okay.
You know, like, on the phone or whatever. But not like that. Like, no, like, because I was gone in the summer. Like, she knew I was in fucking, I drove to Phoenix with my cousin. I went to Mexico. So I was out, so there was no way and chance I could fucking know what she was up to, you know? That's why I call sometimes, is to see, hey, you know, because we'd fight, again, it was the same shit. We'd fight. So that's what I mean, like, that she would, like, the whole summer, pretty much, I was gone, and that's what I'm talking about, like, I would call her, and I would call, and then she would take forever, and then she would answer, and she would be in her car, and she'd go, oh, I'm just driving back from, you know what I mean, this and that, like, and she told me that, too, like, a couple months ago, she told me, and we sat down, we were eating, and she was crying, and because we had literally, like, we're done, supposedly. This was a couple months ago. And me and her went for a drive, and we went to go eat and stuff like that. We got Taco Bell. And she likes Taco Bell, so we drove to a parking lot. Right there where, that same roundabout, there's a park there in that neighborhood. Yeah, like going to, like, McDonald's a lot. So we parked there, and we were talking about everything, how she, and I told her, just told me everything about everything. And she told me about that summer, the whole thing, how I made her feel, how she was afraid of me, like, to catch her, like, you know what I mean? That's why she couldn't enjoy her summer, this and that, like, so that's when I knew about all that.
Okay.
And I felt terrible about how I was like out there, so,
Okay.
but when it comes to, like, falling around, everything, I've never done that,
Okay.
Especially when I was living in Moses Lake. Like, I would drive to her apartment, and I'd be there, and I'd be calling her if she wasn't there, but I'd wait there, and then so she can show up, you know, but I would never fucking follow her. Like, I don't know where the hell she'd go, so there's no fucking way for me to, like, you know.
Never to work or anything like that?
Huh?
You would never take her to work or follow her to work?
I would never follow her to work, but there's a couple times I'd take her to work.
Okay.
Oh, I'd take her lunch, stuff like that. Kind of randomly take her lunch before I leave.
Okay.
But stuff like that, but I've never followed her around like that.
So Thursday night, did you see any pictures of her at Papa's, or did?
Not at all, man. Not at all. She has me blocked on everything. I have her blocked on certain
But
things.
what about friends of friends, right?
No, that's what I'm saying. I would go out of my way. Like, if I'm not together with somebody, I would go and take all their friends off everything just so I don't see anything. That's why on Facebook, I don't have anybody that I know is friends with her. I can turn off the friends of friends. The people can add me, like, stuff, because I don't want to see anything, come across anything. Like, I will make sure I can find ways to block everybody that has to do with Yanira, just so I won't see shit. And that's all it's always been.
Okay.
Yeah. So I didn't see anything that day.
Okay.
No.
And again, for the sake of honesty, you didn't go to Papa's and see her there?
No, I didn't even go to Papa's at all.
Okay.
Like, at all. I'm telling you, that straight phone call, I went straight to her, and she was by that dumpster. I mean, there was a dumpster there and stuff, but it was like by Petco, you know? I went straight there. I didn't even go to Papa's at all. Not even the parking lot, inside. Didn't even go, like, past the bridge to go there. I went straight to where she told me, because I told her when I got into Moses Lake, going down kind of by where Safeway's at, going down the hill, by Pioneer Meadows and stuff, that's when she called me, and I was on the phone with her that entire time. And she was telling me, she was crying, telling me that Anna left her, everything like that. So
All that stuff I do believe.
Yeah, and I went straight there. Like I'm saying, I didn't even go to Papa's at all. So like that's why I'm like I don't understand.
And I'm just asking for the
No, I understand. I'm saying I understand from what everybody else was saying, but I literally went straight to where she was at because she was afraid, man. Like crying, scared. She was cold. She was barely wearing like a light sweater and the crop top. Like, yeah, it was cold outside. And I told her, "What the hell? Where are you walking? You should have stayed there at Papa's. I would have got you there. Like, why are you walking?" And she goes, "That fucking Anna." She was just going off about Anna. She was really devastated about that.
Definitely.
But that's it, man. I never showed up to Papa's.
Okay. And so when you guys are sitting there, be honest, do you know the guy who she called over Snapchat?
I don't know his name. She just always called him mechanic, and she said Anna's friend, mechanic, whatever. I don't know his name.
Okay. And you can be honest, did that start a fight?
No, not at all. I'm saying, when I got mad about it, and on the phone call, and I told her, like, who's that? Like, who's that guy calling you? And she told me, that's the mechanic, that's Anna's friend. He goes, he's there, like, you know, he was there, like, you know, he's the one that's gonna give me my new battery for my car and all that. And then when I was like, okay, because she's talked to me about him before, so that's made me like, okay, like, you know, and then it went back to what happened with her.
Okay.
So, like, literally that didn't even, like, it fazed me at first, and then after that, when she told me that it was the mechanic that helped her, Anna's friend that helped her fix her car and stuff, that's when I was like, oh, okay, because I thought it was just some random ass nigga, but it wasn't. It was that guy, and I literally calmed down. Because, again, she was crying and stuff still, like, she goes, no, that's the guy that fixed my car, but she was crying at the same time. She goes, and that's the guy that's giving me a new battery and all that. So I didn't, you know what I mean, I didn't fight with everybody.
Okay, not about that. But there was a little bit of an argument.
Yeah, when we got to the house, because we were talking about when I brought up the whole guys thing and stuff like that, and I was like, take off guys and I'll take off girls.
Right.
And stuff like that, you know, but that was then, but it wasn't like a fight, it was like an argument. But again, when I even because she was drunk, even if I said something, she'd fucking blow up on me. So then it would just go back to me shutting the hell up.
Okay.
You know? And then I would tell her, I know I'm a piece of shit, just like back, like trying to calm her down, just take all the blame, take it, and then try to calm her down. So that literally wasn't, the whole concerning of the fighting and all that, that literally wasn't a big deal that night, about the guys and all that. I asked about it, yeah, I was upset about it, but not like to the point where I was like, fuck that, you know, and I was just like, well, why are you having, I was just kind of being more like in the middle ground, like, why are you talking to me if you're talking to guys, like, what would the upset, you know? I was upset. But no, like I said, she would just get mad at me and talk about, oh, I'm sure you have bitches on Snap, this, like, you know, so I was just taking it all. You know?
Okay.
Yeah.
So, I just want to remind you that honesty is the best policy, right?
Right.
Always, every time. And not for nothing, but I want to help you, okay? Because you were the last person to see her and to be around her that we know of, everything you say is very important.
Right.
And what I'm about to ask you is very important too. And for the sake of her safety and her family's closure and everything that needs to happen, right? I need you to be very honest about these next pieces of information that I'm going to ask from you. So, everything that occurred in the apartment, right? You taking her, you parking 2 spots away from her.
Well,
all that
in
is,
front, yeah.
2 spots in front of her. All that stuff is accurate because I have officers down there. We have the crime lab down there. We're going to find all this stuff out.
Yeah.
And the last thing I want is for me to have to come back here and come find you and readdress some of this stuff. Because that's going to be the most important, right? Because that's where you're telling me that she was last seen.
Yeah.
So, anything different, anything that should be noted, or anything that you think is important that you didn't tell me the first time?
I did say that I was trying to, I kept telling about trying to run her a bath or a shower, stuff like that.
Okay.
But she didn't want to. She said she was tired for work, stuff like that. But that she didn't want to because she had to work anyways, and she was tired and stuff like that. But no, pretty much that's it.
Any reason anybody would call that night and say you guys were arguing? Stuff was being thrown around?
Stuff was being thrown around?
Or at least that's what it sounded like to
Well,
them.
no, like, well, when we were having sex, her headboard hits the wall, whatever, because it's not on. Whatever. Maybe that. I did try on the shower. Like I said, trying to get her in the shower. She didn't want to. I was like, okay then. She kept picking up her phone. I told her we were arguing, and I told her I don't want her neighbors to yell, like to hear us again. And she goes, I don't fucking care. They always hear us.
Okay.
But no, nothing like throwing around stuff. No.
Okay.
Nothing's going on.
I'm just asking, like, if anything was thrown around in the apartment. Nothing like that. And remind me again, is her apartment on the second level? Okay, second level? Okay. Okay, and then, as far as you know, her credit, or her purse, her phone, and...
She had put that, when we were sitting down on the bed, so like you walk into the entrance, she's right here, I'm right here. She had it on this side with her,
Okay.
because she just put it down right there where we're sitting down.
Okay.
But as far as anything else, like her phone and stuff, she kept picking it up, putting it somewhere down, looking at it, and talking about Anna, so literally I don't know anything else where she kept putting it at. She would pick it up, put it down.
Okay.
Yeah. But like I said, when I was leaving, we were still talking about the living room, still kind of like still, not arguing, but like still talking about stuff. Hugging, I was hugging her, she was hugging me.
Where was she at when you left? When you finally walked out the door, where was she at? Did she lock the door behind
She
you?
locked the door behind me. Because when I was walking downstairs, I could hear her lock the door.
Okay.
Yeah.
And
And
you
then,
guys were hugging at the door, and then...
by the door and stuff like that, and then she told me that if I don't want to talk to her again and stuff like that, like, you know, and I told her no, like, what the hell, you know what I mean, is that what you want? And she goes, no, I didn't say that.
Okay.
I was like, I'm talking about you, and I was like, okay, well, I'm not saying anything.
Okay.
So, but when I was leaving, we kissed each other and stuff like that, I opened the door, I walk out, and then I can hear the door lock when I was going downstairs.
Okay. And then dumb question, was anybody else inside the apartment when you guys were there?
No, never.
Nobody?
No.
Okay.
On the phone call though, like when I was on my way there, I did kind of like call her. When I was talking to her, I told her, because knowing that she was drunk, I told her, hey, if you want a friend to come over and hang out with us. And she goes, yeah. And then, but that was before I get to Mosley. Because I told her, like, you know, we can hang out with a friend. You know, kind of like just to have sex out there was pretty much. And she was down for it. She said, yeah. So that's when I was getting in there, the whole mood changed when she called me crying. Like, that's when everything, I was like, oh, what the fuck? So, like, it went straight from I was going to have a good time to showing up and she was crying and stuff like that. So, but yeah, I do admit that.
Okay, fair enough. I appreciate it. Thank you. And then you got in your car, circled around for a little bit, went down to the roundabout, came back.
And I was still there.
Did you see anybody outside, or were there any cars moving?
Not at all. Her car was still there. I was just making sure. I was on my phone mostly, like when I parked in front of her apartment. I was on my phone, like trying to change my playlist and stuff like that for my music, so I can just add, you know, because like add my Bluetooth and stuff like that. Because I have the Bluetooth off, and because when I call, it connects to it, and I hate how it sounds when I'm talking to Yanira, so I have it on speaker. So I was trying to connect back to my Bluetooth and connect it to my phone and to the car. So I was just there, but I was mostly just there on my phone, just looking up, making sure she didn't leave or anything like that. And I ended up leaving, but I wasn't there that long, probably like a minute or two, probably less than that. But I wasn't there that long because I connected right away.
Did you get out and walk anywhere?
Just in my car.
Nowhere else around the car?
No, just in my car.
Okay. Nowhere else around the apartment complex?
Not at all. No, just in my car.
Okay. And then, when you were driving around, did you see anybody outside in the apartment complex?
Just like the people that live there, just walking around, like, you know.
Yeah.
Like I saw this guy, just walking, but like I've seen him before. He just always walks and stuff like that. Whenever I go to her place, I leave late. The guy's always just walking, but he goes to like I think he lives by Pioneer Meadows. I don't know because I've always seen him walk that way. But yeah, he just like normal exercises probably in the morning, but nothing like he looked like dangerous and like that. He's someone I've already seen before over and over again. So and he was just walking. So
no other cars that stood out to you?
not at all.
Okay.
I always usually see the same ones, but sometimes again, to be fair, I don't know who drives what, so I don't know sometimes. But again, nothing car looks suspicious to me at all, something like that. I'm telling you, I was there just making sure she wasn't gonna leave, like, you know, because again, when I was leaving, she was still pretty upset about leaving.
Okay.
You know. And she really wanted to get her debit card because she said she dropped it. I even told her maybe Anna had it, maybe she has it for you, or something like that. She goes, fuck that, I'm not talking to her, this and that. She goes, I dropped it. I was like, well, then we can call Papa's, you know, but I didn't call. I was telling her like that she can call, but again, it's because like we were talking about so much things. I probably just skipped my mind for me to call, but I did tell her just call Papa's, you know, in the morning. I was just trying to calm her down, you know. I was just call Papa's and then like that, but yeah, like I was just trying to make sure she would have gone over because she really didn't want to go back, especially to fight Anna or confront Anna. I don't know if she wanted to fight her, she just wanted to confront her.
How long have they been friends?
Since we moved in together. So when she was working, maybe longer than that, but honestly, no. When we moved in together to Moses Lake, she was working at Community Health Center, Moses Lake. And I think Anna started working there not that long after, or she was probably already working there, and then they slowly started becoming friends because they'd come over to our place and we'd have friends come over, Anna's friends, and then that's how we met certain friends. And then we'd have, on the weekends, we'd have like drinks and stuff like that, all of us as friends. So pretty much for those, within the time me and her's been together, probably a little bit shorter than that, maybe, I don't know. But like those 2 years, probably, I would say good 2 years since we moved in.
Okay. Have they had fights like that before?
Not that I've heard. Like in the summertime, all that stuff, I don't know. Like I don't think so. This was like the first time. Because she said that Anna acts stupid when she's drunk. She goes, Anna acts fucking crazy and stupid when she's drunk. She's the biggest hoe in Pasco, stuff like that. Like she was just, I'm telling you, she was saying a lot of shit about her. So when she was saying that she acts crazy and stupid like that, when she's drunk, she goes, that's why I didn't want her to drive. So, but no, this is the first time. I was shocked too. I was like, her and Anna fighting, like, so that was like for me, like, that was a surprise for me.
Okay. No one else has a key to Yanira's apartment that
I don't
you're
think
aware of?
so. No, I think she only has one key. Yeah.
Okay.
I know she has 2 sets of car keys though. But that's all. I don't know if she had another key, a house key on there, but I'm not sure.
Okay. You didn't see anybody go up the staircase after you
No, not at all.
guys were leaving?
Not at all. I didn't see anybody outside.
No.
Anybody.
Nobody was going to her apartment.
Mm-mm.
Were any of the lights on when you were leaving?
Her apartment? No, everything was dark.
Okay.
She was always the type to not want to like leave lights on and stuff like that. We had lights on obviously when we were talking and stuff, but when we were left, she had everything off.
Did it look like she was going to go to bed?
It looked like it, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why I was like, okay, so I can leave now because I looked like she wasn't gonna leave anywhere, and she kept saying she had to go work anyways. But she was still fully clothed and everything, so.
She looked tired?
Nah, she was just drunk, honestly. Like she was just, I'm sure she was, but she didn't. Like she was just really fucking like, like not hyped, but like because like I said, she was
Kinda
angry.
amped up.
She was angry about the whole Anna situation, her debit card, again us. So you know,
Okay.
so she wasn't like falling asleep or anything like that. Like she was actually pretty awake, you know. But she was drunk.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe tipsy, but like I said, she was slurring her words a lot.
Definitely shouldn't have been drugged.
That's why I was making sure.
Right.
And I stayed there, like I said, I was in the front, I parked there for a little bit.
How long do you think you were parked there?
Like I said, probably like a minute, not even, like probably less than that.
How many laps do you think you did around the apartment?
Just a couple, like 3 or 4,
3 or 4?
just to make sure. Yeah.
Okay. And then when you went up to the roundabout and back down, how long did you stick around the second time?
Well, the second time I was there, like I drove on, went up, like going to like,
To the roundabout, right?
like going to the roundabout towards that way, there's another, there's another, before getting, like going up that hill to the roundabout, there was another hill to go up. I went that way, went into the neighborhood, like, you know, where top to we're going to the red lights are and stuff like that. That's like all the way there. I don't know if you know what I'm talking about. And then went around the neighborhood, went back, drove back down that hill, and then drove to where she's at. Like I said, I did that a couple of times. Not back for like that, but I went like to her place, drove back like that, and then I parked, and I was there for a little bit. And then I was like just making sure, because I already knew she wasn't leaving anywhere. So I stood there and I was just like, all right, let me just connect to my Bluetooth, because I wasn't connected. I was listening to like fucking 99.1 and it was staticky. So I stopped to connect my Bluetooth, and I was just parked right in front of there because I think someone had already left to go to work, and so I just parked right there in the front. There was open space, and I was directly where the staircase was at. And at first I was gonna park in front of where there was this like a disability, but I was
handicap park.
Yeah, handicap. But I ended up turning back out and going into there. I saw that parking space, so I turned in there. So.
Okay.
And I was just there for a little bit.
Okay. Do you have any firearms?
No.
No?
Not at all.
Does anybody in the house own firearms? Nothing like that?
No.
Okay.
My brother-in-law used to have a shotgun, but that was like, I want to say 2 years ago. He sold it because his baby girl, you know, he hears stories, obviously kids get shot, they kill themselves on accident or something. He sold that shotgun a long time ago.
Okay. Does Yanira own any firearms?
Not at all. She has pepper spray on her keys. That's it. but she got that from her boss, like I guess. She told me that her boss had gave it to all the girls at their job, something like that. So,
Okay.
but that's all I know that she had. Anything else as far as like weapons like that, like guns, no. She didn't.
So I know we've been talking a lot about what happened that night and what occurred. What do you think happened to Yanira?
Well, I know this is a far stretch. I haven't talked to my sister about this, but I doubt it. But at first I was thinking, it came to my mind about her baby daddy when he threatened to kill her and her kids, and her mom or whatever. But then I was like, nah, that fool doesn't even fucking drive. He lives in Wenatchee. And I remember she would be afraid saying that what if someone did, like, he'd get a ride or something, because he knows where her mom lives. She doesn't know where she lives. But then I just thought, like I said, that was a far stretch for me. I was like, nah, that nigga's, like, he's too cooped up on drugs. I doubt it. But that was the only thing I could think. And the other thing I could think of was maybe she left. But you guys said her car was there?
I don't know.
Oh, no, okay, so.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, so. I assume maybe she left her in her car after everything when she went missing. Either that, but I always, like, I don't know, man, maybe she. That's what I was thinking. I fucking don't have no idea. I thought maybe she walked to Anna's house. But then obviously if Anna hasn't seen her, like, I don't know, I was just thinking of different possibilities, like scenarios, but I don't know, every one of them could be a stretch. Because I'm just saying, like, dude, what the fuck, like, she's not the type. If she was there at the house, then she wouldn't go nowhere.
Or she'd post something, right? Or she'd say something.
Yeah.
Family, right?
And she'll get a hold of me by now. Like, she would have fucking messaged me already.
Right. And that's what the family did.
Because she's, like I said, she always comes back and messages me. Like, you know, she would, like, even if she's pissed off, the next day she was, oh, I'm sorry, whatever, you know? And I still haven't, like, that's what I'm saying, I haven't got nothing. I even tried to message her earlier, nothing. That day I was messaging her, nothing. Like, I thought she just blocked me. You know what I mean? Or she could have me blocked, I don't know. But I know it's, like when I call, it's either she has me blocked or her phone's off. Because when I call, it just goes straight to voicemail. And I've called plenty of fucking times that day. I don't know. But I always delete my messages and call logs and stuff like that. So that's why I don't care if you guys go through the phone.
Sure.
But it's not just because of her. I just have that habit of, because I used to always told I have that bad habit of when I cheat on girls, when I used to cheat on girls and stuff, I would just have that bad habit of deleting everything.
Do you think Yanira's dead?
I hope not. I don't think that at all. But I was worried about that. Because my brother did ask me, he's like, you think something worse happened to her? And I was like, dude, I don't even want to fucking think like that. Like, I don't think she is. I think she's probably, my worst scenario is thinking she's probably with the guy. You know, maybe a guy that she was talking to. There was this guy named Johnny she would talk about that lives in Wenatchee. But I was like, she said that she, you know, that they were going to hang out, have a date one time. This was like before Valentine's Day. So she came back from Atlanta. And I told her, no, fuck that. You're not seeing her, you're my woman. I told her like that. But I don't know, dude. That's my fucking thing is like, I really do hope she's not. I don't think so, but.
She didn't have any enemies that would want to hurt her like that?
The only one I can think of is her baby daddy. He's the only one that ever threatened her. I don't know anybody else that would fucking threaten her.
Okay.
She's not the type that will fucking start fights with anybody, cause shit with anybody unless, like, she just cussed him off. That's what she is.
Okay.
But the only one that I've ever known, but again, that's a far stretch because he doesn't even drive. And I think the family put a restraining order on him, and he's out on the streets and stuff like that. Is what Yanira would tell me. She'll keep me updated. She'll always tell me, well, oh, guess what my baby daddy did or something like that. And she'll tell me, you know, and that doesn't bother me. That guy is nothing, you know.
What's his name?
Her mom, Luis, I think his name is.
You know his last name?
No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't.
But you said mom would know?
Yeah, but again, she always said, oh, he doesn't drive, this and that, so that's what I was thinking. The first thing that came to my mind was that, but I don't know, man, he doesn't drive. She always say, oh, but he knows guys that, and he knows where his mom lives, he can always get a ride, but, like, you know, because I even called the cops and went at you that time. I don't know if you guys looked deep into that, but I called the cops because I was worried. She was going to go confront him, and they were going to try to kick him out. There was a whole big thing going on after he just threatened her that day. She was already headed to him. Her kids' grandma, their grandparents have guns and stuff like that. So I was worried that fucking day. I was like, don't fucking go to him, anything like that, because that nigga's crazy, I told her. And he's hyped up on drugs and on fentanyl and stuff like that, whatever that she would tell me that he was on. And she was like fucking mad, upset, crying that she was gonna go to confront him and stuff like that because he threatened her kids and her mom. I called the Wenatchee Police Department and told her I was fucking, that there was this girl named Yanira Cedillos, she's on her way to this location because she gave me the address. And, you know, and they had to like go get a police escort and everything, the whole thing happened. The rest, you know, she just told me the aftermath, but I wasn't there exactly with everything went down. But she had me worried because, you know, that guy is crazy. She's told me the shit that he's done. That, you know, he's fought cops and stuff like that while they're tasing him and all this stuff. So I don't know, man. I'm just like fucking.
Forgive me for asking, but because I know how prior relationships are, do you think your baby mama would try to do anything to Yanira?
Oh, my, she's passed away.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's why I was saying like what everything. You know how you were talking about. I was gonna answer that too, but I didn't get a chance to when you were talking about the whole love thing. That's not people are lovey-dovey and all that. Well, I admitted to Yanira, like, I'm sorry because I took whatever my baby mama did to me. She cheated on me before she passed. We weren't together, and she passed from brain tumor. I think all that shit, I told her I took it into our relationship, and I took it out on you how I wanted. I started taking it on her because I didn't get that chance, or not the chance, but that's how I kind of told Yanira. So I told her that's probably why I'm so fucked up with you, and you didn't even deserve it. You know, like so. That's what all that pain and shit comes from into that relationship, and that's why I didn't trust nobody. That's why I didn't trust her. That's why I would cheat on her in the beginning, you know. But yeah, but like I said, the first thing that dawned on my mind was that. But then again, he doesn't drive. She always told me he's this fucking low life dude. He's cooped up on drugs and stuff like that. He would always talk crazy shit to the mom, send them messages talking about fucking like stuff about the devil or crazy shit, you know what I mean? Just crazy. So, but then I just thought, like, I don't know, like that's gotta be a far stretch. So, again, he doesn't drive a car. And then the other thought, I also thought maybe she was with the guy.
Maybe, but it's a route we have to take, right?
Right. So
Does Yanira use drugs?
not at all, man.
I don't know.
She had hydrocodone, but it was a prescription. But no, I think she only took that. Like she wasn't on fucking drugs like that. I don't know.
Nothing, no street narcotics, nothing like that?
No, not that I know. No.
Okay.
She did tell me her and Anna would do coke,
Okay.
and Anna does coke. So I don't know that. Oh, as far as I know, just coke maybe when they're out partying.
Okay.
But she would always tell me she doesn't do. She goes, I don't do it, but when she'd get drunk or something, she would slowly admit things that she did do coke and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But that night she didn't say nothing about doing drugs. So
Okay.
yeah.
I'm
But-
sure someone would have seen something because don't tell me.
But Anna does do coke.
Okay.
So
Okay. And I guess, tell me a little bit about the shower. She said that she wanted you to run her shower
no, I said I would run her shower.
and nobody got in the shower?
I was gonna turn on the bath for her, but like I was turning on the water or whatever, and I was like trying to calm her down because she was upset, still fighting with me. You know, I was just taking it.
Did you run the shower head or was it the faucet?
First the faucet, you know, and then I was trying to warm it up and stuff like that. But then I kept going back to her, back and forth, and then she said she admitted to a shower. So I was like, oh, so I'll go turn on the shower. So I turned that off, and I was running for a couple minutes, you know, because we were still talking. I went back, tried to turn on the shower. But then she didn't want to take a shower at all. She was like, no, I don't want to take a shower. I'm tired, this and that. She was, I'm just pissed off about it, you know. And so I was like, okay, then you don't shower. Just I'm trying to, like, you know, cool you down, calm you down, whatever. Just trying to take care of you. Because I always do that for her. Whenever she's sick, I always take care of her, you know. But I turned off the shower and everything like that. There was a couple times where I kept turning it on just to get her, try to convince her still. And nothing. No, she didn't want to shower at all.
Did you ever get her in the bathroom, at least?
No.
She never went into the bathroom? It was just you going in?
She went in to, like, go bathroom and stuff like that, but
Oh, okay.
yeah, no.
I'm saying she didn't ever make it as far as into the bathroom to actually try to go take a shower? Nothing like that? Okay. What was the reasoning for not taking a shower? That she was tired and made to go to work?
No, she just didn't really want to. She goes, I'm just drunk, but I'm not, like, she didn't really want to get in the shower. She goes, I don't want to shower, you know. And I was just like, okay, well, because normally, like, when she got drunk before at times, she'd want to shower.
Yeah.
Or I'd take her in there and just, like, lay her down.
Try to sober up?
And then sober up, you know, with, like, cold water stuff. But that night she didn't want to. I was like, okay, I wasn't really fighting around it. I was just trying to convince her, but I wasn't fighting around it.
Okay.
Yeah. She walked in there just to go bathroom. Pretty much it. And I think she, I think one of her, she grabbed something from there. I don't remember what it was. Oh no, she was taking off her eyelashes, I think.
Okay.
Or something like that, but I don't know if she put them in the bathroom, but I remember she was taking them off when she was walking in there, she was going like that.
Okay.
And then she said she needed to go to the bathroom, so. And that was like after we had sex.
Okay. Where, because I know people have like spots and that they like to go kind of be by themselves, where do you think Yanira would go?
Okay, so her favorite place to go when she would, like, she would tell me, would be that little garden area I was talking about, that where the apartment complex is at. That she would like to park there, and when she would be sad, just listen to music.
Okay.
And then, anywhere else, I don't know, man. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Fucking, because all I know is that she'll tell me about that little garden area. Because we'd go eat there sometimes. We'll go eat sushi and we'll park there. And we'll eat sushi and stuff like that. Or we'll eat whatever we get to take out. And we'll go sit there and eat and talk and listen to music. And we'll just laugh about stuff and, you know, just enjoy our time. But, or we have sad conversations, you know. But as far as anything else, all I know is Anna's, and I don't know any other friends she has, dude. Like, I know she has friends and stuff, but I know she wouldn't tell me. So I don't know anything else where she could be like that. Like, her favorite spots, like, I don't know. Wenatchee, too. I know she goes to Wenatchee a lot.
Okay.
She just started going to Tri-Cities more often with Anna. Like, they were talking about, like, last time when I saw them at Tequila's, you know, so they went to this Top Flight, I think it was called, or something like that's like a restaurant bar thing kind of thing they went to that same night.
Okay.
Stuff like that, but I don't know if she's, like, if they've been there since that day to Pasco together, but I know they probably went a couple times. But I don't know any other place. Like, if she does, I wouldn't know, man.
Okay.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, I don't know anything else about her. Like, I'm saying, it's like, our relationship was pretty much based on lies with each other. We lied to each other so much that was a big issue with us. So I don't know any of her new friends. I don't know any other spots that she could go like that. Like, all I ever know is Papa's. Because Sporty, she doesn't like going there because she got in a fight with this chick that we had invited to our party one time. And there's this white girl, and she was hitting on me on the party, and you didn't like that. I wasn't doing it, she was just hitting on me. So when that day at Sporty's, she fought with her there, and they kicked us out. I pretty much just took Yanira out, and the bartender said she couldn't come back, so she won't go to Sporty's, I know that. Unless she has gone with Anna. Like I said, we've lied to each other so much, but since that day, I know she would say, fuck that place, I'm never going there again, because the bartender and everybody kicked her out pretty much. Papa's is the only one I know of. I don't know anywhere else they kick drinks there, because it's a small place, so I don't know any other bars there, just Sporty's and Papa's. And then, like I said, unless Wenatchee, all the clubs and stuff, I know she goes to clubs, but I don't know, man. The rest, again, we're just based on lies. I don't know anything much more about that, with her friends, her new friends. All she always says is that her friends was Naomi, Anna, and this girl named Diana, I think, or something from Wenatchee, and her boss. And that's it.
Okay.
Has Yanira ever tried to hurt herself?
Just that time on the phone call, but I didn't physically see it. I just what she was telling me. So I don't think she
was just threatening to do that?
Probably, because she said she was driving between two semis. That she was waiting for a semi to come, because she was driving towards going to like Seattle, you know, from Moses Lake to Seattle or wherever, because she was just driving that day. She was really fucking hurt about what I was telling her. I didn't want to, you know, be with her and stuff like that. And that day I said, again, she told me she was dropping off baskets to her mom's. I don't know if that was a lie or true, but that's what she told me. And then when she was on the phone call, she was saying that she was driving, like, waiting for a semi so she can drive in front of it, and then she said she was behind one, and then she was slowing down so that she was in between two semis, so that's when I started thinking, I think you're just, like, that sounds like you're in between two semis, and then she was going to hit the brakes so they can, like, you know, but that didn't sound true to me at all. Like, I think she was just saying that to, like, make me feel guilty or something, I don't know, and I told her, no, babe, don't, but I just was, if I was there, I would just calm her down. I was like,
She's
babe.
never tried to harm herself that you know of? Okay.
Not in person like that at all. Like,
Never making comments how she was upset or depressed that people seem to always walk out of her life.
Yeah, no, and she always gets like that, like, because she said that, okay, like, prior to her birthday, she said that nobody, like, it's going to be the same year like every other year. That her mom and them don't, you know, not going to take her out, anything like that. So she's always been depressed about stuff like that. Her friends, especially her friend Naomi leaving, she said that the only friend she has is Anna Moses Lake. After me leaving, it hurt her because now she only had nobody, just Anna. So that's why when that whole Anna thing happened, she was fucking sad because she says, I'm not there, nobody's there. Like, but she never tried to hurt herself, man.
Okay.
I know she's not that type.
Okay. Well, I guess Anything that we miss, anything that we need to talk about, anything that you think is of importance that we should know about? I mean, we covered a lot.
I know, I'm trying to just make sure too. I'm trying to tell you everything.
Okay, well, if you can remember anything, just give us a call back and we'll figure it out. What'll happen from here is, if you're okay with it, we'd like to go look at your car again,
That's fine.
okay? Probably take some photos, make sure everything's okay, and then if you're okay with it, we'd like to look inside the house as well, just check your bedroom, make sure nothing of Yanira's is in there.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay, or that she's not in there.
I'll let my sister know for that. Yeah, but
So,
well, I mean, like, I'll ask Marcus, but it's their place. But I'm sure he wouldn't care.
okay.
But yeah,
Jim,
just
scratch on the right side of your neck,
where?
The other side.
other side.
No, I'm not sure.
What's that way from me? Yeah. She didn't leave a hickey on you, did she?
Well, she was kissing my neck, but I don't know if it's a scratch. I didn't even.
Okay. Nothing like that. You guys didn't get into a physical altercation?
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all.
Okay.
Nah, we were just having sex. Like, she would always just go like this, scratch me when we're having sex and stuff like that. But right here though, not like in the neck. But she was just kissing my neck a lot.
Squirrels need more to eat or what?
Okay. All right. Well, any questions for us at the time?
And you guys don't have anything like nothing on her at all, like at all.
Not at the moment that we know of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. I'm saying like me. But I'm saying for her, like you guys haven't heard anything of her, like any other things about her.
I don't know. We have other detectives back in Moses Lake who are also helping us.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I haven't been able to reach out to them and see what they've gained
Like I
today.
said, I went out yesterday, but I wasn't even in the fucking mood. I was just like, dude, what the fuck? Even my sister was talking to me on the way here. She goes, and I was telling her, dude, I really fucking, like, I don't care about me. I care about her. Like, so I just told my family's just like, told me to be cool. I was like, dude, I'm not, it's not that, like, I'll gladly tell them anything, whatever. It's just, I am worried about her. I'm fucking, dude, I love her. I really do. And maybe it's not, like, I always told her, I love you, I just don't know how to show it to you. You know, I always care about her, so I'm just, I don't know.
Okay. All right. Well, we'll finish up there and then continue to move forward.
As far as like, she thought I was on vacations or whatever, I was living in her, my sisters. I was just doing that just to get her jealous, to, I don't know, make it seem like I was forgetting about her when I really wasn't, you know? And I was just like, obviously was doing my thing too, but here in town, not fucking how I made it seem. So that's why she thought I was gone.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, as far as anything else, I don't mind you guys looking through my car or my sister's house at all. I don't.
Okay. When we get to her phone,
Any time frame?
are we gonna see anything that's gonna surprise us?
No. Probably just whatever you guys pull up on my messages and stuff. But I don't know. I even thought that like yesterday when Verizon called me, when I called them, because I got 2 links to access accounts or whatever. And I was like, I thought it was her trying to disconnect my phone because she's the owner of the accounts. I just paid her for my phone, for the phone bill. But I called Verizon and I thought, hey, somebody, I was like, oh, because I was wondering if my ex is probably like trying to disconnect me. He goes, oh, no. And then he said something about it could be fraud, so he told me to give her a number, so I gave him her number, and I was like, okay, it's probably just her. I was like, I don't think it's fraud. It's probably, I thought it was probably just her. That was earlier in the day, and yesterday morning, like I want to say 11, 12 in the afternoon or something.
Okay.
But yeah, no, if you guys get her phone or come across or anything, I wouldn't be nothing on there that of me fucking fighting with her or anything like that. Just blowing her up as usual, calling her messages, telling her like why don't you answer me, stuff like that. But the same old shit that I always do, you know.
Okay.
We're gonna try something different to see if this will be faster.
Okay.
Finish up.
Is it not working?
It's just working, it just takes a while. have to be done here, or can we go and or do it over at his place? While we look at the car.
I mean, it's downloading, so I mean, technically we're not, if he wants to do any inferior stuff, you can just call us and we can just stop it.
We'll see how much longer it'll take him.
You okay if I open this door? It's warm in here, right?
Yeah.
The only thing that I do have in here is the necklace she bought me. It's a silver one that she got me for Valentine's Day. That's it.
How big is your phone for gigs, do you know?
250 something gigs. Or the max that a phone like that has, I think 250 something.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's toasty here for some reason. Always nice and... What kind of shoes was she wearing that night?
I think she was wearing the white slip-ons that she always wears. I think she was wearing white slip-ons, like white shoes.
Do you know where they were at when you left?
She had them on.
She had them on? Okay.
Yeah, that's when she had when we were fully clothed. Like she had them on because again she was like animated on trying to go back.
Okay.
So she was wearing a gray crop top sweater and then sweats, and then yeah, that's pretty much it. And her white shoes.
He called me, so I'm going to give him a call.
started with this one. Yeah, I did the software on this. Well, it's not in there. So I can rip it off the tab. It's not on the phone drive there? That's just the license. How long have you lived here in Hermiston?
Huh?
How long have you lived here in Hermiston?
I grew up here. I just living in Moses Lake was like there 2 years, but I just came back here. I've been here all my life.
Okay. Do you work here?
I'm gonna start a job with my brother-in-law, fencing up in Pendleton. It's not that far from here.
Oh.
Like 40-minute drive, 30-minute drive.
Okay.
But he's gonna get me in here soon. It's just fencing.
Okay.